Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, do you know what that means? 3 exciting GWA action-packed hours in and out of the ring with Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, happy to have you with us and hope the day finds you well. Okay, I took the liberty of pre-booking the first event this week so we can get right to the action. Just boop over to it right here. As you can see, it's already highlighted at proceed. I made sure to, let me turn the controller back on. I made sure to, what do I want to say? I hired someone, we did our maintenance to our facilities, we produced some merchandise, not as much because we are off to Japan for November of the 3rd year to fill a 16,000 seat arena with a 10 match card full of championship bouts, because we can do that now. Thought I could take the opportunity of got about a half dozen very popular athletes from Japan, so we're gonna highlight them in championship matches throughout the night. And as you can see, we managed to sell this place out, $20 a ticket. But that's pretty good. I think that's up from, I think we could only get 10 in a 5,000 seater last time we were in Japan. Anyway. I don't know, Juice, to whom you are referring. Whom is the bot? If you're talking to Nightbot. Ah, yes. It might be a recording. It has happened before when I've failed to broadcast. I assure you we are L-I-V-E live. No, I got you, buddy. I got you. I'm with you. I savvy. First up, and I'm happy to see you with us for the GWA 6-person Tag Team Championship. In light of Luchasaurus's, let's just straight up say it, Brock Lesnar broke his neck, and he's out for at least half a year. So Bray Wyatt has had to recruit a new member to the Fireflies, which happens to be a new addition to our roster. You'll see them as part of the team with Darby Allin and Bray Wyatt themselves. Yeah, that's right. Luchasaurus challenged Brock Lesnar for the NXT Championship, as you'll see Brock Lesnar later in action here. And it did not go well for Luchasaurus. So we've had to replace him on the roster for the moment. And you'll see that person in action in our first bout, hoping to wrestle the 6-person tag team belts away from the Demon Club, represented here by champions Finn Balor, the leader, Doc Gallows, and Bronson Reed, a formidable combination. We'll see them in action currently. Might be extinct. They did say the injury would linger, so I don't know. I just hope that meant long term, but we move on for the moment. We'll see. Luchasaurus' story yet to be written. The story of the night, though, is their new partner. Yeah, he could come back as a bird. Perhaps he'll just evolve. Or some sort of fossil. Oh, I forgot I turned on entrances. Cool, cool, cool. Ah, as you can see, leading the charge, the new roster member, the new member of the Fireflies, Mr. Brody Lee, is in the GWA. Looks like they have individual entrances too. This is going to take forever. Here comes the Fiend now. I did purchase the entrance thing, so I was hoping maybe it would unlock some fun stuff just in the defaults, but so far it's pretty standard. Just politely making their way to the ring to not any music whatsoever. Just the crowd being real happy to see them. And finally, Darby Allin. Can't find anything to jump off on the way to the ring. Maybe he can put himself in a body bag and roll down the aisle for kicks. No nickname, Darby Allin. Some do, some don't. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and skip the rest of these entrances. As I've said before, Doc Gallows coming out. There's that beefy feller. That's enough of that. This might have more meaning during the individual contests, but in this 6-person contest, they should have come out together. The leader of the Demon Club, Finn Balor, on their way. And finally their partner, Big Bad Bronson Reed, coming out. Pretend it's a show from the 70s where they don't know what entrance music is yet. Oh, there we go. Well, at least he's recognized as champion. They all would have been. But, we got a show to get on. And Sasquatch rings the bell. And we are underway. Interesting starting pairing here. Darby Allin matching up against Bronson Reed. Power advantage, obviously not in the corner of Darby. Let's see what he has in his douchebag of tricks to counter the size of Bronson Reed. He's got moxie. He's got pluck. Gumption, some would say. Incredibly resilient competitor. Tease him though I do. Smartly tagging one of his larger teammates. In comes the leader of the Fireflies, Bray Wyatt. Some considered it a strange signing for the GWA, but it turned out he was strong style and not showman like I was anticipating. What's going on, Tex? Nice to see you. You're here for our first bout of the afternoon. As you can see on the corner there, Mr. Brody Lee has come to the GWA and has joined Bray Wyatt's Fireflies. They're challenging here for the 6-person tag team belts. Dr. Taco, nice to see you. Sasquatch in the... Nope, just a 1. And now we finally see the Exalted One in action. This is actually a custom head I found on the Steam Workshop too, or it was part of the edit on the Steam Workshop too. So you can literally get custom whatever to make a person. It's pretty dope. These two no strangers to one another. A lot of these competitors no strangers to one another. In the land of sports entertainment. Oh, big double powerbomb. Excellent question posed by Juice in the chat, something I've been pondering. Dr. Taco, not to put you on the spot, but are you a doctor of tacos? Or in fact, a taco has earned their PhD? In taco psychology? Oof, that one hurt to say. Oh, big follow-away slam into the corner. Doc Gallows not intimidated at all by the presence of a new big man in the GWA. Yes, well played. Well played. Machete! Nice to see you! Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, Gallows pull! Right onto the polar bear! Just a 2 count, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Magic killer there. Classic tag team offense from Doc Gallows, plus whatever partner he happens to be in the ring with. Interesting, we're getting back to the matchup of Bronson Reed and Darby Allin just like we started the contest, not 10 minutes ago. Bronson Reed, though, quick to make a change. Oh, tags in the big man Doc Gallows. I would say that your level of enjoyment in this game is how invested you want to be in either playing as or watching simulated matches of the plethora of created wrestlers of all shapes and sizes you can find, and delve into the DLC and see if there's something that catches your eye too, because that sort of adds story modes and this promoter mode and so on and so forth. So definitely, I would definitely recommend checking out if you'd be happy with just the base game or investing further. Sort of, the more you pay, the more you can play, unfortunately. Depending on your level of commitment, you can have a good time. It's just in terms of a multiplayer game, if you can get enough people around. Unfortunately, the online capabilities are only for, I think, 4 people tops for singles or tag team matches. But if you can get 8 people playing on like the same screen or at the same place and at the same point in time, it is a hoot. Some of the shenanigans you can get up to, the craziness you can get up to in a Fire Pro match with 8 people going at once. So great multiplayer game, great single player, again based on your investment. As a big wrestling fan, I love it. I can see the appeal to non-wrestling fans because you can populate this thing entirely with no one that even exists in the world, as Juice is pointing out here. You can get superheroes, you can get political figures, you can get celebrities, you can get just flights of fancy, other video game characters, you know, just comic book heroes, toys, all sorts of stuff. Made into wrestlers, referees, so on and so forth. Oh, big back fist there from Finn Balor going up top. Coup de grace! But he's in the wrong part of town. Darby Allin in there quickly to break up the pin at 1. He's in the rest of the Demon Club. Really able to make a tag. During that exchange, smartly done there. Bray Wyatt in, boom! Just like that, Sister Abigail to Finn Balor in the proper corner, but doesn't have enough to make the pin at the moment. 1916 by Finn Balor. Strangely, looked like he was going to make a tag and then opted to make the cover. Definitely in the wrong part of town for that. Could have done that just to sort of pull his enemies into the wrong section of the ring as well. Interesting move there. Able to eventually make the tag, but had to eat a second Sister Abigail in the process. Interesting bargain struck there by Finn Balor. In comes Bronson Reed and Bray Wyatt slugging it out. Bray Wyatt able to get that last clothesline in. Both big men down. Ooh, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, going low. Very fiendish activity there. Oh, Bronson Reed counters with a huge clothesline and a big frog splash to the back of Bray Wyatt. Huge Samoan drop now. Bronson Reed gets some offense rolling. Huge elbow off the ropes. A second Samoan drop. Bray Wyatt rolls to the outside. Far from safe there. There are no rules on the floor, as now all 6 competitors are out there. Oh dear, oh dear. Double powerbomb to Doc Gallows onto a chair there. Ooh. Sledgehammer just came into play. Mr. Brody Lee. Unfortunately, that was blocked. Oh, elevated DDT or implant DDT there from Finn Balor on Bray. Remember, I got to figure out who's still legal in this one. I think it's Bray and someone. Referee, you can hear the announcer cautioning everyone to stay away. This is chaos here. Oh, and I think we're back to it. I think we're back to Bronson Reed and Bray Wyatt as our legal competitors. But only for the moment, as now Brody Lee is tagged in, and so is Doc Gallows. Nice powerbomb farewell for Bronson Reed there. Oh, and Doc Gallows with a big clothesline. He's here for a good time, not a long time. He'll try to end things early. Boom, big boot to Brody. Pops right back up. Oh, nice. Thank you for the social media aspect of our sponsorship with Thick Rick there, Juice. Appreciate that. Huge clothesline again. Oh, there it is. The discus lariat from Mr. Brody Lee, but wrong side of the ring. The Demon Club is able to break it up. Code Red from Bronson Reed as he steals one of Darby Allin's signature maneuvers. Adding insult to the injury of that maneuver. Oh, Doc Gallows. Able to win that strike exchange, but Brody Lee up first and smartly makes the tag while he shakes the rest of that beating off. In comes Bray Wyatt once again. Smart tags out of both these teams. Obviously Brody Lee and Bray Wyatt. No strangers to teaming together, have done so for years. Family, you might say. Another huge magic killer there from Reed and Gallows. Seems to be the most effective version of that move. And so is that brainbuster to the floor from Bronson Reed, who's now running interference. So Bray Wyatt can get double teamed on the outside. Bronson Reed, the sacrificial lamb for the Demon Club, holding his own. Gets the members of the Fireflies momentarily, at least. They hope to do some damage to Bray Wyatt on the floor. Bray Wyatt able to roll back in. And we're back to live action here. Back to the legal competitors. Another clubbing blow from Reed. 2 men slugging it out here. A reminder that all of our trips to Japan, GWA flying exclusively with Zan Travel. Zan Travel for all your international travel destinations. Choose Zan. Fresh competitors in the ring. We've got Finn Balor and Darby Allin now. Oh, bit of a brawl between Finn and Darby. Oh, big back fist. Counter with a drop kick. Amazing resilience there from Darby Allin. Strangely, his half-painted face is always facing the camera. Oh my God! Finn Balor with the 1916 just dumped him on his head and knocked him out. Simple as that. The Demon Club retained the belts, almost as though Finn had had enough. Goodness gracious me, we're gonna get a report later. I hope Darby Allin's okay. Otherwise, the Fireflies are being snuffed out one at a time here in the GWA. This is wild. We'll see one of the other member, Solo Darling, in action later tonight. Yes, Darby indeed. May have been knocked derpy with that one. Excellent point there. Oh my, right on the point of the head he was dropped. Oh dear. Anyway, F's in the chat for Darby Allin. Coming up next, Tony Storm defending their Stardom Junior Heavyweight Championship. I believe Mustafa Ali here is looking to regain the gold, invoking a rematch clause that we don't normally put into contracts, but have since laxed that as we have quite a number of belts to be defended here in the GWA. Oh yeah, that's right, we got entrances on too. Introducing first the challenger. I don't have anyone's weight or hometown. Mustafa Ali. This isn't too fun because there's no music. Ooh. Alright, remind me after this match. I'll have to go out and put on entrance. It is cool that I get to see the rest of... This is a pretty nice set that we have here in Japan. So that's nice. But they don't even come out with their belts or anything, unfortunately. Yeah, the Stardom Junior Heavyweight Champion, Tony Storm, here representing not having the title in any capacity, nor does, like, a ring announcer hold it or anything, so... Yeah, so there's not really much to having the entrances in, unfortunately. We are underway, says senior referee Mr. Bigfoot. Mustafa Ali, as we said, one of the longest reigning champions in the history of the company, had, I think, 7 or 8 successful defenses of the Stardom Junior Championship before eventually losing it to Tony Storm, looking to immediately regain that honor here. Tony Storm, I believe, a successful defense last month. Mustafa Ali right back into the hunt for championship gold here in the junior division. Oh, a big suplex takes Tony Storm to the outside early. He wisely returns to the ring before Mustafa Ali can follow up on the floor. Passing raid for that early test to the champion. Oh, and a big super kick from Mustafa Ali. Hooks the leg. Just a 1. Everyone's favorite authoritative Sasquatch. Two athletes now duking it out. Tony Storm with the advantage in the early strike exchange. Mustafa Ali strangely into a cover. May have been knocked a little loopy himself there. Oh, looking to do the same to Storm with that DDT. Oh, nice block at the kick there. Just kicked him in the back of the leg as he attempted his own spin kick. Nice work there from the champion. Each competitor looking to try to take that small advantage so they can eventually build and build. Oh! Standing Spanish fly from Mustafa Ali, but both competitors up at the same time. Ali pressing the advantage, countering into that suplex. Got her in position. No. Not enough time to get off the 054. Keeps it early and often, does Mustafa Ali. Very proud of that move, as well he should be. Big diving elbow from Tony Storm. Don't see her often fly from the top rope. Excellent form there, but now she's got to deal with an X Factor. 1, 2. Just a 2. Just a 2. Tied now into the Tree of Woe. Oh, kicks to the face from Mustafa Ali. Vicious there. Surprised Mr. Bigfoot didn't step in. Toni Storm with a shot to the face of her own. Just 2. Alright, everyone's just kicking faces back and forth. Toni Storm trying to slow things down with a suplex. Headed up top again. Not enough time to hit Ali, who misses widely with a kick there. Going up top. 054 to the back of Toni Storm. Unable to make the cover, though. Toni Storm has Ali positioned first. Big boot in the corner. Beautiful fisherman suplex. Only 2 again. Oh, nice elevated butterfly. Into the center of the ring. It sent Toni Storm. Mustafa Ali sends her back toward the corner. Thought he may have been setting her up for something off the top again. Oof. Interesting timing there. Another 054, but too close to the ropes. Second one hit. Both times unable to be taken advantage of with a successful pin attempt. Toni Storm now dropping a big leg from the top. Wow. Don't do that too long. You'll shorten your career. And now a Tiger Driver. But again, too close to the ropes. Mustafa Ali able to evade. Not that Kudo Driver, though. Kiss it, says Toni Storm. Punctuates it with a vicious headbutt. And another Kudo Driver. Oh, I'm sorry. That must be the... I forget what she calls it. That's her finish. A few of them have it. Adam Page calls it the dead level. She calls it the Strong Zero. That's it. I think that's Strong Zero. But another 054 from Ali. Another one to the back. Third one of the match. Still unable to make a proper pin attempt after hitting his finish. Will the fourth time be the charm? No, a regular 450 this time. But he's in pinning predicament. Tripping over my own tongue there. Just a 2 for Mr. Bigfoot. Hopefully they were able to hold their end of the bargain. Properly officiate that part of the matchup. Mustafa Ali now being dragged back toward the Shiroku Mart logo at the center of the ring. While here in Japan, all of our snacking needs have been taken care of by Shiroku Mart. And another X Factor there from Ali. Gets rolled up. 2. Only 2. Says senior referee, a senior Sasquatch. Oh, Toni Storm now starting to get winded. Mustafa Ali there. You can see that kick to the back kind of woke him up a little bit. Boom, another Strong Zero to Ali, but Toni Storm hesitant to make the cover. Throwing up the horns. I didn't know she was from Texas. Just a punch to the gut and a deep leg hook. Almost does the trick. Oh. Got a pin off of it this time. Just 2. Toni Storm, amazing resiliency from the champion there. Back suplex into a leg hook. Is she bracing her leg on the rope there? No, still just a 2. I thought she might have been cheating there slightly. Still just a 2 count. Interesting tactic from the champion there. Bulldogging in the ropes. Mustafa Ali and drag Toni Storm closer to the corner. Can't quite get her in position. Fisherman suplex now. Ali just out at 2.9. Another X Factor. Counter for counter. Move for move. Back and forth we go. Each fighter looking for that knockout shot. That could be it. Standing Spanish fly. Up to the top goes Ali. 054. 1, 2, 3. Ali regains the championship. What a finish. Excellent effort on the part of both competitors there. But it's Mustafa Ali, veteran of the GWA ring, that regains the Stardom Junior Championship after a half dozen applications of the 054. Finally able to make a pin with that deciding one. And the hits are just going to keep on coming. Because next up, NWA Heavyweight Champion, representing the Demon Club, Penta El Zero M, puts the title on the line against Dragon Dojo member and home country boy, Daichi Hashimoto. As we are somewhere in Japan, I don't know exactly where. Home country boy, Daichi Hashimoto. Alright, so let me save this real quick. And then, excuse me for 1 second while I turn off entrances, because that's just costing us a little bit of time that we don't necessarily need to spend. Go ahead and skip and do them. Thanks. Okay. And back to Fire Promoter. Alright. Ba-boom! Should put us right in the middle of our card in our November event. Right back where we were. Wunderbar. So, as I said, coming up next, Penta El Zero M, defending the NWA Heavyweight Championship and the honor of the Demon Club against the Dragon Dojo's Daichi Hashimoto. Let's get down to the ring. As always, the humanoid in charge, Mr. Bigfoot. I suppose if they said they wanted to be designated Mr., I could say the man in charge. The man in charge, Mr. Bigfoot. That's Sassy Sasquatch. Both men starting slowly here, sort of feeling each other out process. Not too touchy-feely, but you can see them circling one another, countering one another. Try to wear one another down with their basic holds, try to find an opening to try to unleash their further and further devastating offense until eventually hitting that finish, getting that pin, hitting the pay window. Penta El Zero M, another one of those wrestlers that's here for a good time and not a long time, typically wraps up their matches in the 10 to 15 minute mark, so if Daichi Hashimoto can stretch it past that or do everything in their power to carry the bulk of the offense in that first 10 to 15 minutes, they'll stand the best chance of coming away with the gold in this one. As you see Mr. Bigfoot knocked down there, and the respect from both wrestlers to continue the fight, not to result to dirty tactics there, allowing Mr. Bigfoot a chance to recover. We hope he's going to do well. We'll get him patched up before the start of the next matchup, don't you worry. But the blood in the eyes of the referee is going to come into play as this match goes on, and the sweat begins to pour from all three gentlemen in the ring. I can't imagine what it's like with all that fur under these television lights. Huge PK there from Daichi Hashimoto, but Penta counters the pin attempt. As we see, the challenger now starting to get a slight advantage. Penta trying to stop him at every turn. Penta eats a DDT there. And a suplex. Nobody counters. The big gorilla press slam, showing off his strength. Plenty left in the tank, says Penta El Zero M. And one would think that at only 6 minutes in, and a champion to boot, he would have plenty of fight left in here. Dragging the challenger now to the center of the ring, smartly done there from the champion. Can't win the match in the ropes. Hashimoto now trying to position him closer to that corner. Thought he might be going for something off the top. Almost knocked him out with that buzzsaw kick, though. Oh, Penta, nice counter there with a clothesline. And the backcracker. And Hashimoto off his game as the champion. Daichi responds with a suplex into the corner. Oh, and a stiff leg kick. His legs just hit the turnbuckle. And what a kick combo there. Waiting to come out of the corner. The Shining Wizard. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, I thought he may have knocked him out there. So did Daichi. Penta El Zero M lives to fight on. The champion's certainly in trouble. Is he set up for another penalty kick here? Oh! Penta, though, another gorilla press. And a leg sweep. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Now these two men just going back and forth. And if you go back and forth between sizes, why don't you check out Thick Rick? Available in single to quintuple X. Octuple X, excuse me. Thick Rick does the trick. Meat sticks and plus size clothing. Package power driver there from Penta. El Zero M looking to retain his championship. No! Hashimoto kicks out. Hashimoto yet to hit that dangerous DDT. Move first perfected by his father, Shinya Hashimoto. See, hits a big leg lariat there, but Penta's up first. Big spine buster from the champion, rolls him over. Sweeps the leg again, both men down, center of the ring. Straight kick to the mush, knocked him out. Daichi Hashimoto, your winner and new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. What a shot. The extrusion high kick. All right, what a great name. Consider him extruded. And consider Daichi Hashimoto a new champion. Wowzers. All right, our first, I say first expecting more. Yay, a perfect match. That's all I should really say. As coming up, now we have the Stardom Heavyweight Champion, Cash Wheeler, who has found success with that new inverted figure 4 submission hold, putting the title on the line against Rey Mysterio, one of the most popular wrestlers in the entire world. Never hurts to have Ray on your card. He'll sell you some merch, and maybe he'll give you a little cut of the profits as well. We are underway in this one. Cash Wheeler here. Bit of a rocky singles career in the GWA. Looking to establish himself with this newfound Stardom Championship. Rey Mysterio, as we often say, probably the greatest counter wrestler in the history of wrestling. Like, who has won more important matches, titles, main event matches, etc., in their career, on their way to the top and at the top, than Rey Mysterio? Always sort of finding a way to counter something into a roll-up or a Hurricane Rana or some combination thereof, you know what I mean? Few have ever done it better, if any. Then Rey when it comes to counter wrestling and the almighty roll-up, which we know is quite powerful here in the GWA. Cash Wheeler, not the fanciest wrestler in the world. No flips, just fists. Kind of the counter style to a Rey Mysterio. He'll duke it out with you. He'll do anything you'll have seen on late 70s, early 80s telecasts. Suplexes, body slams. Slow and steady, I like to call Cash Wheeler. Reliable. Tried and true. Let's try to put a positive spin on it for him. I'm trying not to say he's boring. Whoops, there I said it. But he defends that championship with pride. And we'll see how he does against international superstar Rey Mysterio Jr. Well, as we see, it's another figure 4 variation out of Cash Wheeler. That wasn't the variation I was talking about that had got him the championship in the first place. Another interesting submission out of the champion there. Kind of up in their ground game. Their foray into the singles championship run here. Just a 1. That roll up from Ray. The victory roll has brought him victory many times before, as he snaps off a head scissor. The first of undoubtedly many. Low drop kick from Rey Mysterio, taking the legs out of Cash Wheeler. Oh, it's a smart move to attack the base of your opponent. Outside the ring we go. We've mentioned Rey Mysterio developing a more aggressive streak since coming here at the GWA in order to compete with the caliber of athlete here. See that on display here as he hits a code red on the floor. As we say, there are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor of the GWA ring. It's Rey Mysterio. He's powerbombing to the floor and then gets a head scissor off in response quickly, trying to get this crowd amped up and behind him. But dumb tis juice. I just read that in chat. Nicely done. Most of Cash Wheeler's moves are sleepers. Excellently done. No matter what it is he's doing. Off the ropes now is sent Ray. Big spine buster there. Double A spine buster from Cash Wheeler. And just bodily shoves Ray to the ground there as the two men collide off the ropes. Checking to see if he's dimmed Ray's lights. Ray may have been playing a little possum there, but still needs to take a little bit of a breather. Off the ropes once more. Big shoulder block there from Cash. Not quite the money you would intone from his name as he's rolled up here. 2 count. Says referee missed a Bigfoot. Rolled up again from Ray. Too close to the ropes. Cash Wheeler, it will get his glute on that bottom road, I think. Off the ropes. Cash Wheeler is met with a drop kick to the knee. That Ray may have been trying out La Magistral from that position, but no, elects to pick the champion back up so they can slug it out. Not the wisest recourse. Rey Mysterio, as he gets his lungs blown out. 1, 2, no! Ray kicks out. Oh, now Cash Wheeler working the ribs. Gets rolled up once more. 2! Oh, Ray able to counter with that beautiful arm whip. Caught the champ napping. Another drop kick to the knees. Off the ropes again we go. Wheelbarrow Bulldog. Ray really getting amped up with the crowd now. To the top with a big frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Ray sensed victory and he was right. As your winner and new Stardom champion, Rey Mysterio Jr. defeating Cash Wheeler. Not the result Cash was hoping for. Back to the unranked non-champion division. A high fly flow they call it in honor of Hiroshi Tanahashi, and this being a Japanese game, but looked like a frog splash to me. It's Rey Mysterio. He's crowned champion. Woo! Always nice to see a new champ. I haven't updated my roster page. I'm just sort of like glancing at the clipboard. Like, oh, when do I start flipping and bust out my eraser? But I'll do that later. I know that it's going to change next month anyway. And speaking of a possible title change, our cavalcade of championship matches continues with Brock Lesnar defending the NXT Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. I know these two have battled for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship before. Let's see how they fare in Nakamura as a role of challenger for the NXT title. Brock, of course, coming off breaking the neck of Luchasaurus in his last match, so we'll see if Shinsuke Nakamura could even survive the contest against Brock Lesnar. early rear naked hump there from Shinsuke Nakamura. Not going to get the job done. A minute in against Brock Lesnar, that's just going to make him feel funny and start to think about things he doesn't want to think about and just piss him off. Oh my goodness me! Nakamura just elevated over the rope there. Oh, Juice, you want to do like a Monday slot? That'd be awesome.
Give up.
Lord knows I'm not watching either of those programs you just mentioned, so we could for sure do that. Or you could do that. Pardon me for including myself. Brock Lesnar here, systematically going to work. Going through his bevy of suplexes one at a time against Shinsuke Nakamura, who's looking to fight their way back into this with that strike game. Smart move going to the midsection of Brock. He has had issues with diverticulitis in the past, so he has a vulnerable tum-tum. Big clothesline there from Nakamura. Nakamura starting to wind himself, giving everything he has to these strikes, as you have to do against a Brock Lesnar. Nakamura now hearing it from the crowd, dances around Brock. Beautiful spin kick there. Oh, and Brock just like that, reestablishing himself with that huge throwing German, but Nakamura says no. Enziguri. Uh-oh. F5 from Brock. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, Nakamura kicks out. What resilience shown there from Nakamura. Knee in the corner. Oh, that's knee in the corner. That's Brock with an F5. Another knee to the corner. Nakamura now sucking wind. Having been hit with 2 F5s now, it might just be a matter of time. Brock with a nice backdrop suplex there. Working Nakamura into the corner. I don't know about an invasion per se, but we could probably do a super card if we did like online battles of like your edits that you had in your fire promoter thing versus like my edits that I have in my fire promoter quote unquote GWA thing. Does that make sense? Another big suplex there from Brock. You just clip that line and play it all match long. Oh, Nakamura with an exploder. Big suplex out of the challenger there. Brock was momentarily dazed. Says he's about to put Nakamura down. Eats an enziguri from the challenger. Shinsuke back up again. Fighting for all he's worth. Countered by Lesnar. Oh, another backdrop suplex. Oh, a release German. Didn't get quite the distance he normally does. But he follows it up with a huge power bomb and a big gut wrench. Brock having his way with the challenger now. Nakamura with an exploder into the corner. Trying to build something. F5 to Brock Lesnar from Shinsuke Nakamura. Brock is furious and hits an F5 of his own in response. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. What a finish. Nakamura pulling out a dirty trick. Just served to anger the champion. Brock puts him down with a second F5 in a row. Or trading F5s. Anything you can do, I can do substantially better, says Brock Lesnar to finish that one. Your winner, and still NXT champion, Brock Lesnar. Alright, the hits just keep on coming. As coming up next, we have the GWA Openweight Tag Team Championships on the line, as Johnny Gargano and Walter, the champions representing Dragon Dojo, are taking on the industry combination of Matt Robinson and that dirty cheat, Thomas Walker. Let's get down to the ring and see how much blood will be spilt in this one. As always, senior official here, Mr. Bigfoot. Gargano starting off with Matt Robinson. Interesting matchup, mind you. Gargano giving up the sides advantage to either of his opponents. Both of his opponents. Right? Yes, Brock there. I can't get over him just shrugging off, being hit with his own finish. And just nope. Just noped it. That was a big fat nope from Brock. Like a how dare you. Went to go have a real big pout in the locker room after that match. He hit me with my own move. That's rude. All I did was drop him on his head like 30, 40 times. Maybe he thought he was Brock at that point. As now, Walter's letting Johnny Gargano be subject to double team at the hands of the challengers. That's interesting. As we've seen from Dragon Dojo in the past, though, they sort of have a laissez-faire attitude when it comes to tag team partnerships. Sort of an edict established by Daniel Bryan ages ago when he was first teaming with Tyler Bate. As you can see, Walter finally getting involved seemed to have just noticed that Johnny Gargano and his two opponents were behind him. As we're back to Gargano and Robinson in the matchup. Tag out to Walter now as Robinson tags in Thomas Walker. That's actually a pretty good strategy on the part of the challengers, matching up Walter and Thomas Walker. Walter, not a fancy wrestler, but hits you with everything he has, with everything he does. And Thomas Walker will just straight up stab a fool. So hard to counter offense when you got blood running in your eyes. Hard to put everything you have into something when most of what is within you is leaking out. So we'll see how this develops. As soon as he gets even the slightest advantage or disadvantage, as soon as he feels them feels, Thomas Walker somehow always manages to sneak a fork into these matchups. And as we said, there are no rules on the floor should things spill out to that, as we saw earlier, or Johnny Gargano can attest to. So far, a clean fight from Thomas Walker. Gotta say, I'm a bit surprised. Usually he busts it out almost immediately. The last of a dying breed, so to say, in the GWA ring. The only one resorting to those tactics. I guess there's always one, you know? Yeah, eventually we'll try to book him against New Jack, though I don't think New Jack is technically... I guess I could download a New Jack. We'd have to do a special. Unfortunately, you have to do like a whole card of gimmick matches and not just like one. I would love to book like one hardcore match and just let Thomas Walker and New Jack have at it, and then whoever survived, you're both fired. But no, he is, to date, Thomas Walker will remain our sole and resident bad boy for now, until we can figure out some way to wrest the industry out of GWA entirely, as they are the OGs of the GWA, so they say, the pillars of the roster, being the only computer-generated, entirely fictional wrestlers in our organization that remain. Everyone else is a real person. Isn't that right, Sasquatch? Oh! What timing from Thomas Walker catching Johnny Gargano coming into the ring off the tag. I've never seen that before. Beautiful move there for the challenger as he's able to then maneuver Gargano all the way across the ring into his corner. Vicious European uppercut to the back of the head there. Gargano immediately retreats and tags up to Walter. Smart move from the champions as well. Gargano was easily outmatched in that. Decides to retreat. Walter back into the matchup. Didn't get nearly the rest they were hoping for. Decided to slow things down with a headlock on the mat. Smart strategy. Thomas Walker, though, electing to just tag in the fresh partner. Walter has to eat a double powerbomb. Matt Robinson maneuvers him into position for figure four. Wonderful teamwork from the challengers here. Trying to keep one half of the champions in their corner as best they can. Walter, as you can see, fighting his way across the ring. Big discus punch there from Matt Robinson. Got something in mind for the big man, but no. Walter counters by suplexing Robinson into the corner. And again, out of the ring this time, rolls Matt Robinson. Johnny Gargano, interesting, tagged legal and then immediately stepped outside. So he hasn't technically entered the ring to be the legal competitor. Therefore, anything he does to Matt Robinson doesn't count as legal combat at the moment. And that's why Thomas Walker and Walter are able to fight in the middle of the ring right now. What an interesting strategy here from the champions. Again, something I've never seen in a tag match in Fire Pro before. As Thomas Walker gets a huge lariat on the inside of the ring, Johnny Gargano plants Robinson with a DDT outside of the ring. Champion's doing quite well at the moment, though I may have spoken too soon, as things can turn on a dime here in the GWA. Ushiko Garoshi there to Walter in the ring. As you see Robinson and Gargano still slugging it out on the floor. Big super kick there, big powerbomb in the ring. And now we've turned things around. So Gargano is the legal competitor. And I believe Matt Robinson as well, yes. And as soon as Walter's able to catch his breath, Gargano immediately tags out. Walker and Robinson able to make the exchange as well. So now we're down to Thomas Walker and Walter as your legal competitors. The action fast and furious in this tag team match. Big frog splash there. Walker goes up again. Didn't have enough time to hit a second one. Thought two might do it. Big European uppercut there. Got him in a decent ring position. But Gargano able to make the save. And just a two. Whoa, Thomas Walker feeling it. Big backflip. And then a front flip into a 450 off the top. May have exhausted himself there. Didn't have enough left to make the cover shortly after hitting that spectacular top rope move. Walter now fighting his way back to the corner. No, I thought might be fighting his way for a tag, but seems to think he needs to do a little more damage to Thomas Walker first. This is not paying off well for Walter as he eats another Ushigoroshi. Got him! Robinson able to cut off Johnny Gargano. And Walter is pinned. We got new champions, the industry. Thomas Walker and Matt Robinson, and dare I say, clean as a whistle. The fork didn't come into play at all. And just like that, the balance of power continuing to shift here in the GWA as we have new tag team champions. Wowzers. And folks, we're only halfway through the show. We're only a little more than halfway through the show. We still got 4 more matches, as the GCW Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs in our next contest, where Daniel Bryan is going to put that belt on the line against Naomichi Marufuji. As we are here in Japan and we're trying to spotlight more of our Japanese competitors. Not above playing with fans here in the GWA. Marufuji we lent out to, I believe, All Japan last month, and they won half of the All Japan Junior Tag Team belts. So good luck ever seeing those in your promotion again, All Japan. That's very strange of you that you would put the belts on a lended talent, but thanks. Anyway, they're going for singles gold here against Daniel Bryan, looking to win the Game Changer Wrestling Championship. I believe Game Changer Wrestling might be Joey Janela's promotion in real life. I'm not quite sure. the actual hierarchy there. It might be just Booker. I believe they're heavily involved in a lot of the stuff he does in terms of his spring breaks and whatnot. So now Daniel Bryan will be looking to hit that running knee or to lock on that yes lock. As you can see, the heavily taped shoulders of Marufuji may come into play if that latter option is the case. And Marufuji will be looking to hit the Emerald Trojan, a move he took in honor of his mentor Mitsuharu Misawa, or the move he originated and perfected, the Shiranuri out of the corner, most commonly referred to as the Slice Bread number 2, seen performed by Spanky, aka Brian Kendrick. Both of these men, no stranger to the other. Daniel Bryan spent time in Japan before coming to prominence in other American companies before landing in the GWA. Marufuji, almost exclusively wrestling in Japan, but the best international talent has made their way to stand across the ring from him in his own home country, and he has had a few excursions himself internationally. So very well-traveled and well-respected athletes. In this one here, as you see a huge frog splash out of the corner. What height and velocity Marufuji got off of that one. But too close to the ropes. Daniel Bryan able to grab a rope and break the pin early. Marufuji now slowing things down with a Dragon Sleeper. Not only does that hurt, it has the added benefit or added punishment of burying your opponent's nose way up into your armpit. In addition to choking off whatever oxygen they get is then going to smell like your armpit. So, doubly terrible is the Dragon Sleeper. If you don't like it, Tatsumi. Oh, middle kicks now. Staple of the offense of Daniel Bryan. Take your breath away. Take your breath away. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, missing with a big knee strike there was Marufuji. Daniel Bryan, known as one of the better tacticians and has the best scientific wrestling mind. One of, if not the greatest, wrestling minds of that caliber in the world. Currently another big frog splash, but again too close to the ropes from Marufuji. Enthusiastically hitting that move, and more power to him, but not quite able to get the ring position he wants each time. As Daniel Bryan, kind of fighting from underneath so far in this one, has yet to find a way to really make heads or tails of the challenger. I don't know, as I said, these are both two well-traveled athletes that have both met a variety of opponents. Oh, as we see a yes lock now. First application of the yes lock, we see Marufuji able to break it without much incident. So I was going to say, these two competitors have faced people all over the world. I don't know if they faced each other before. Big shooting star! Almost ends the matchup there for Naomichi Marufuji. Thought he may have been going up top for another frog splash, but my oh my, is Marufuji feeling it tonight? Inspired to be back in Japan, it seems. Oh, and there's that running knee we were talking about, but Marufuji's right back up. Daniel Bryan takes it in stride and puts him right back down to the mat with those mid kicks. Tries it again, but he's blocked into a knee bar.
Give up. Give up.
Ooh, that was a fairly long submission. Again blocked into a dragon screw leg whip. Marufuji has those kicks scouted to date. Daniel Bryan dragging the challenger away from the ropes, rolling him over. Could be going for that yes lock, but Marufuji's not going to give him the opportunity. Into the corner there with a big drop kick. Oh, and a mule kick. Countered by Marufuji, sends Daniel Bryan into the corner. Dazes the champion. German suplex. Almost pulls off the bit of an upset there. Marufuji with a snap suplex. He's feeling it now. If he wants to hit that Shiranui, he's got to get him into the corner. It's the two-men trade blows. Daniel Bryan wins that exchange with a beautiful enziguri. Just waits for Marufuji to come back up. Plants him with that single-arm DDT that's usually a precursor to the S-lock. Misses with that drop kick in the corner this time. Marufuji repositioning Daniel Bryan. Tries to drag him to his feet, but he's countered. Marufuji shrugs that counter off, kicks Daniel Bryan down, rolls him up. Schoolboy, 2, 3, got him! Marufuji dazing Daniel Bryan with that kick to the head, and then a Schoolboy roll up, and we've got ourselves a new champ. Naomichi Marufuji. Simple yet effective use of that Schoolboy roll-up, and a new GCW Heavyweight Champion is crowned. Hot potato with the belts here in the GWA. Sometimes we have a show where like everybody defends, sometimes we have a show where everybody loses. Well, let's see. We had one defense where Darby Allin Dunn got knocked stiff out, and then new champion, Brock Lesnar almost kills Shinsuke Nakamura. New champion. So, let's see if trends continue. As Solo Darling is going to challenge Scorpio Sky for the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. Scorpio Sky, kind of an underdog going into last month's title match against Rey Mysterio, from whom they won this junior belt, is just kind of laid out an open challenge, and it was answered by Solo Darling of the Fireflies. And they send their well wishes out to Darby Allin, also of the Fireflies, who currently under medical examination at a nearby hospital. Once again, the beast of burden is Mr. Bigfoot. Scorpio Sky, 25-year vet of the independent scene, has encountered and dealt with a variety of styles. Certainly will have a general, if not nuanced approach to a power wrestler such as Solo Darling, unique though she might be for being a power wrestler and also being I don't want to say stout, that's not the most lyrical way to describe, but she's more diminutive in stature, but still power lifter. Scorpio Sky, again, veteran of the indie scene and is sort of jack of all trades in that regard, as can counter to and adapt to a variety of offensive styles. All I was trying to drive at there is you see the power from Solo Darling. They are countering into a power bomb. Off the ropes now, swinging DDT from the challenger. Scorpio not giving her the opportunity to go for a cover. Quickly back to his feet. Trying not to show weakness early. So once I see a crack in the armor, so to speak, something, a scab to pick at, something. Anything they can exploit, and by they I mean either opponent working against the wrestler opposite them. Oh, interesting shot there. Another cross body kind of hit Scorpio Sky in the midsection as he was attempting a back elbow simultaneously. Interesting collision there between the two. But Sky seems to be, I was going to say establishing offense, but had to deal with an X Factor there. Shrugs it off. Showing great resilience so far is champion. As a challenger, doing their best to try to wear Scorpio Sky down. Scorpio will be looking for that TKO. Hit that a number of times against Rey Mysterio before finishing them off. Solo Darling will be looking to lock on the Sharp Stinger as a sort of cloverleaf sharpshooter variation. Oh, big implant DDT here at Scorpio Sky. Into the cover. 1, 2. 2 count, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Solo Darling counters Sky up the ropes. Big Calgary clothesline into a jackknife cover. Scorpio Sky with a cutter. Oh, into a camel clutch dragon sleeper. What a devastating looking submission that is. Quick strike combo. Takes Sky down. Diving off the top of the cutter of her own is Solo Darling. Sky again, not giving him the opportunity to make a cover. Counters with a snap suplex. Off the ropes now. Drops an elbow onto the challenger. Darling again, trying to work the champion down. Scorpio Sky doing everything they can to halt the momentum. And the brain function of the challenger, especially with that huge implant DDT there. You can see Solo. A little more desperation in her movement now. Another cutter off the top from Darling. Reposition Sky for a cover. 2 count, says Senor Sasquatch. Leg hook, backdrop drop suplex there. Easy for me to say. Scorpio Sky now. Going back to more basic offense. Setting up for that TKO. 2. Got it. Just like that. Scorpio Sky. Able to drop Solo Darling right on her face. Knocking her out with the Hawaiian Smasher, so it's named. And this all, I guess, is in honor of Teo Okea. Okay. We know it as the TKO. In any defense, a title defense. In any case, a title defense. From Scorpio Sky, bucking the trend and hanging on to the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. Coming up next, though, is our semi-main event with the newly crowned New Japan champion, Zeus, who won the belt from Kota Ibushi, who we're going to see in the main event, putting that New Japan crown on the line against Samoa Joe. Big meaty men slapping meat coming your way. Joe will be looking to lock on that coquina clutch, perhaps hit a muscle buster or two, and look for Zeus to hit a choke slam, and look for that jackhammer. Either of those can do the job for Zeus. I would say I would give the edge in cardio conditioning to Joe of the two. Both can absolutely hang in the power aspect of things, but Zeus tends to be more explosive in their power, therefore they don't have quite as much in the tank, or they burn through it a little faster than a Samoa Joe does. Joe came up in the indies with the likes of Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, and you have to learn to pace yourself against gentlemen like that, otherwise you will lose far too many matches. So if Joe can keep this thing slower of pace and wear Zeus down, he's got a pretty good shot of taking the New Japan belt, aka the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Zeus, on the other hand, if he can keep that offensive fast, explosive, powerful, and impactful, he can wrap this thing up fairly quickly against anyone he's in there against. Samoa Joe being no exception to that rule. Not a lot of people can survive Zeus's jackhammer, or indeed a few of his choke slams, excuse me. So see Joe here taking things in stride, slowing things down. Trying not to let the champion get in his head, trying to get in the champion's head, trying to let him know that he'll be the one dictating the pace. Thank you very much. Nice exploder there out of Joe. And a second one. Oh man, Uranagi that time dropped him on his head and neck. 2. Thought that might have been it. Thought we might have gotten an early knockout. Zeus is able to hang on. Joe pressing the advantage. Big kick and a back senton. Oh, another exploder into the ropes this time. Into the corner goes Zeus. Joe was setting him up for something, but didn't have enough time. Big powerbomb from Samoa Joe. Catching his breath and waiting for Zeus to stand so he could put him right back on the mat. Locking the coquina clutch. Mr. Bigfoot's in perfect position. Zeus is able to break the hold. Big trouble in Little China for Zeus. Back into the Coquina clutch goes Zeus.
Give up.
Or sorry, goes Joe, excuse me. Back in the Coquina clutch, Zeus has been locked. Champion's got to do something, and soon, to get back into this one. Or it's Coitons for you. Sends Joe off the rope, but Joe able to counter. Challenger here with a decided advantage on the champion. Zeus doing everything he can. Nice flipping side slam there. Trying to slowly work his way back to an even playing field. Oh, it's another big powerbomb from Joe there into a Boston Crab.
Give up.
Classic Samoa Joe combination. Zeus able to power out. Oh, and hit a jackhammer just out of nowhere. 1, 2, no! Joe kicks out. Drags his opponent to the center of the ring. Trying to make an example of Zeus here in Japan. Zeus with a huge clothesline. Working Joe into the corner now. Oh, Joe dancing with what brung him. Just swinging the rights and lefts. Big release German. Joe's up first. Zeus slowly follows. Both men exchanging chops here. Big clothesline from Zeus. Sends Samoa Joe down. Zeus starting to feel it. Fires off some elbows. Gets a few shots into the mush. Big chop sends Joe down. Oh, went for the jackhammer again, but Joe swept the legs out. Zeus says this is it. Big clothesline. Trying to keep Joe off his game. Another flipping side slam. Zeus up quickly this time into the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Zeus continually working his way back into this one. It seems like Joe is the one looking for a way to stop the momentum of the champion now. After absorbing a heck of an onslaught for the opening 10 minutes or so of this one. Oh! Big exploder into the corner from Joe should put things back on his side. Let's see how the champion responds. Oh, big elbow. Oh, a jackhammer in the corner from Zeus. 1, 2, 3. He got him. What resilience from the champion. Zeus retaining the IWGP Heavyweight Championship there. Wow, what a contest. Didn't quite hit the gear I was hoping for, but okay. He absorbed quite a beating from Samoa Joe. Still able to get that jackhammer off. The second of the matchup. Able to fell Samoa Joe. Didn't even attempt a chokeslam, I didn't think. Alright, coming up, our main event of the evening. Kota Ibushi will be challenging the GWA Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. I don't know that this match has happened in real life, but it's about to happen right here for all of you. As always, our senior official, Mr. Bigfoot. We are underway here. Kota Ibushi electing to take things to the ground early. He'll be, of course, looking for that Golden Star Power Bomb, possibly the Shooting Star or Stardust Press off the top, or the Kamagoye, I believe it's called, his knee strike. Roman Reigns will be looking for the Superman Punch and the Spear. He also has a very variant sit-out powerbomb he likes to employ from time to time, but his bread and butter is going to be that Superman Punch and the Spear. Either off the ropes or a more devastating version out of the corner that he has busted out on occasion. A proud GWA Heavyweight Champion is Roman Reigns, winning the belt from Darby Allin some months ago, has defended it at every opportunity since that time. Ooh, big mountain bomb there from Roman Reigns, establishing the power advantage early against the challenger, Kota Ibushi. Only their second month here in the GWA, so you can hear them putting everything they have into those kicks. Oh, big Shate palm strike. Shades of Jushin Thunder Liger. Kota Ibushi there. One of the more evolved strike games of the competitors in this day and age. It's Kota Ibushi. You wouldn't think it of him. He's more known primarily as an aerial artist, or at least was earlier in his career, but has really evolved to round out their offensive and defensive styles. Roman Reigns, another one of those simple but effective wrestlers. Nothing too fancy, maybe a couple fancy moves, at least fancy compared to some. Standing shooting star here, but uses what he knows to great effect as Roman Reigns. For example, the spear, just hurling himself as hard as possible, just using himself as a missile to hurl himself at you as fast and as hard as possible. Got Ibushi feeling it here, waiting for Roman Reigns to stand. Whoa, misses a big clothesline. Roman Reigns misses one of his own. Able to follow it up with a successful combination, though. Trying to work Kota into the corner. Kota says no thank you. Drops Roman near the ropes. Doesn't have enough time to do anything off the top. Seems pretty mad about it. He's going to try again, though. No. Reigns off the ropes. Big Superman punch to the back of the head of Kota Ibushi. Off the ropes a second time. Big spear. Into the cover. 1, 2. No. Almost puts Kota Ibushi away just like that. Kota counters with a wild striking combo. Sends Roman off the ropes with a power slam. Moonsault out of the corner, but too close to the ropes. Exploder from the champion. Snuffs out that offensive strike from Kota Ibushi, who just dodged a spear. Golden Star Powerbomb, center of the ring. 1, 2. No! Roman Reigns kicks out again. Kota off the ropes. Big palm strike to Roman Reigns. Signaling for the Kamigoye. Here it comes. Kamigoye knee strike. 1, 2. No! Roman Reigns kicks out again. Kota Ibushi pouring it on. Gets met with a huge spine buster from Reigns. Off the ropes goes Roman. Spear into the cover. 1, 2. No! Kota Ibushi kicks out again. Both men shrugging off finishing maneuvers here. A third spear. 1, 2. No! Kota Ibushi kicks out once again. What's Reigns gonna do? What's he gonna have to do? Kota off the ropes. Running double stomp. Oh, another spear dead center. Hooks the leg deep. Got him. Roman Reigns had some trash to talk before he hit that move. Weathering the storm of offense from Kota Ibushi there is Roman Reigns. Still the GWA champion. What a matchup that was. Woo, a successful title defense from Roman Reigns. Okay, let me just double check here. Who won belts? I gotta update my bookie book. As you can hear me flipping the pages of my... Oh, also I dropped my pencil. I've dropped my pencil. Luckily, I have a backup. Excellent. Okay, so Luchasaurus, I have a production note that says Luchasaurus out 6 months. So yes, Luchasaurus done got his head busted. Okay, Mustafa Ali wins the belt back from Tony Storm. Pardon me one moment while I write all this down. Star Junior. Once again, Mustafa Ali is your Star Junior champion. And what else changed? Daichi won a belt from Penta. Where's Penta? There. NWA no more. Daichi is the NWA champion. Okay. Moving on. Oh, Ray wins a belt from Cash Wheeler. The Stardom Championship. Where are you, Ray? There you are. Okay. And then Brock retains. Oh, we have new tag champs. That's Matt Robinson. And Thomas Walker. Okie dokie. Oh, Naomichi Marufuji won a belt. The GCW title. Okay. Ooh, Marufuji's first taste of singles gold, I believe. At least according to my records here. Retained. Alright, I think I'm up to date now. My messy roster page. Oh, good. Now we can find out what happened to Darby Allin and how long they're going to be out for. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully not too long at all. But a successful event overall. 4 months off. Oh, man. So that's 5 more for Luchasaurus and 4 months for Darby Allin. The Fireflies are dropping like flies. Sheesh. Lucha out for 5. Darby out for 4. Darby out 4 months. Well, see you in the new year, everybody. Look at those two. Okay. Sheesh. Yeah, so now the happy news. We have new champions here and there. So on and so forth. Okay. Not too bad. We're trying to get our popularity up. We went all out to get 16,000 people there, and we did it. Like, that's the largest available area in the World Japan area, or in the World Japan section. Like, we maxed out the best we could do there. Bandito and Jonathan Gresham are the ROH Junior champs. That's nice. I don't know who they are. Oh, we actually made a little money off of it too. Wow, that's surprising. Dragon Gate's interested. NWA is interested. We've been nice. We've been trying to be nice to a couple promotions. It's just most of them were real dickish too, stealing talent and titles and all that. Noam Dar has been found in Europe. Interesting. Oh, Okabayashi in Japan. Lesnar is dissatisfied with the way you're running things and wants to have a word. What's up, buddy? He likes money. There. Nakamura quit! Cool! I mean, not cool, but Nakamura quit! Okay, well, you didn't really ever do much for us, but that's fine. And Drew McIntyre has left the WWE. What an interesting coincidence, as we have opened up a roster slot. Wow. Well, to be honest, maybe they just got homesick and just stayed home. Okay, let me not fudge some numbers. Let me just erase some stuff here. Okay. Ooh, Stalker Ishikawa has left Dragon Gate. Jack is outside. Which Jack might this be? Jack Howard, perhaps? I don't know of any other. Yeah, okay. I can give them a raise. And Tyler Bate? Sure. And Finn. And Joe. Okay, let's do all those. Human resources. Consultation. Starting with Jack Howard was first. Here you go. You're making a pittance based on what we make every month, so here you are. And Tyler Bate. There you go. And Samoa Joe. Woof. I mean, that's pricey, but here we go. And I forget the other one. Hang on, it'll come to me. Finn. Finn was the other one. You're already pricey, Finn. Okay. Thank you for finding people. Stoic and Freestyle. Let's look for Freestyle Japan. And this was Strong and Showman Japan America. Strong America. Send them off. Apparently you just send them off and they find stuff for you later. Okay, we did the HR stuff. Let's do our training center management first and foremost. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to America for this show for sure. Because I know we can sell out our 40,000 seat arena. And you're in a high note. Okay, so poor Bray Wyatt and the Fireflies. Maintenance done. Really, out on loan and they're in that kind of condition. Okay, there are a ton of free agents. Who would I want to come in? Oh, Abaddon would be cool. I mean, they would fit. They already have a female now. Someone to replace Darby Allin. So let's look at a junior of some sort. Jimmy Jacobs would be fun. Oh, Sammy Callahan technically counts as a junior? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, based on like in-ring alone, maybe, but I don't know overall. This is Gringo logo. Myron Reed. This person is not a real person. I don't think Richard Holiday is a real... The most marketable man, that's not a real person. Yeah, they're all Kings Road style and stuff. That's just stuff to appeal to me. You're both luchas. I'm still looking, like I said, for a junior to go into the into that Firefly group. It's got to be kind of a, I don't want to say a weirdo, but sort of an interesting one. Oh man, Chris Dickinson would be good too. I don't know why he's showman. Heck no. It's just sort of like I don't want to hardcore wrestlers. Let's say hardcore wrestlers. That's how we'll describe it. Nakamura left us, huh? Wow, I think he took a huge pay cut too. Adam Cole barely counting as a heavyweight. If I hired Adam Cole, not to say I would, but if I were to hire Adam Cole, I would put him in the junior division 1,000,000%. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay, so I didn't really see anybody here that like stood out. Hey, let's get them and smack them into the group. Let's just do. Everyone's so old. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's amazing, don't get me wrong, but you're 4'11". The Laughing Lonely Deaf Yama-san. Amazing. Let's see. This is the fun behind the scenes stuff that you don't really would be seeing at following your favorite promotion. Just pretend we're in a boardroom going over all of these potential candidates. Look at the skin tone on Tomoyaki Hanma's edit. That's awesome. Okay, this is the person I just found too. Okabayashi. Zack Sabre Jr. Interesting, but I still don't really think that's quite what we're looking for. Maybe somebody fun and masked from... Yeah, this might not be bad. Let's find us a junior from Latin America, quote unquote. You know, like those great Latin America, that great Latin American Mark Briscoe. Ooh, a Ray Horace, maybe. Septimo Dragon? That sounds like somebody that's sick. Alright, what do we got? Europe. You're my last hope, Europe. What do you got for me? Oh yeah, big old Josh Briggs. Kaylee Ray. Matt Cardona? Apparently a European free agent? Sure. Oh, there's Noam Dar that we just found. I'm not... Champagne Super Nibar. I mean, that's a great name for a move, don't get me wrong. I'm just not a huge Noam Dar fan. Okay, well, time to look within other organizations, see if we can pull somebody over. Anybody that looks like they fit. Oh, Mike Bailey would be fun. Kings Road, huh? Diving foot stomp attack. Interesting addition to the Fireflies, too. Sure, let's try this. Wow, what a salary for that kind of popularity. Ooh, can I steal from Ring of Honor? Who hates being here? Oh, I don't want Skrull. Gresham would be amazing. Really? Look at all these belts you have. One half of the tag belts. Oh. Gresham has both halves of the tag belts. Interesting. Okay, I don't want to futz with All Japan too much. Even though I would love to just hire Tajiri. 189 pounds as a heavyweight. No, I would change that. But they're, okay, who do we got from here? I'm not really feeling any of this either. I guess I can't even negotiate with them if they're out for an injury. Though it would be fun to pick up Suicide for that group. Oh man. Are you their champion? Or what champion do you have? Tag team belt with Nick Aldis? Again, I'm just trying to find... I'm hoping to find a junior that's just sort of like... I look across, or I come across, and I'm just like, yeah, I could see them with... hang on, Alex Zane, Taco Driver, Strong Style. That's not bad at all, actually. Okay, I'm trying to find somebody to add to the Fireflies. Let's try Alex Zane. First, though, I'm going to back up. Now that I've at least found somebody to attempt a contract with. Although I would just love to hire AJ Styles, who clearly hates being where he is. And his popularity in America has never been lower, even though they're the biggest promotion in America right now. Which boggles my mind. I don't even know who their champion is. Maybe it's Owens? Nope. Maybe it's Randy? Who knows? Precious little going on there. But, that's a cheap strong style, and that's gonna match. Jumping knee kick, cannonball sent in, killing... Alex Zane, come on down. Let's try our best. I think I can lowball them, but I'll give him 10 grand. No! Wow. Let's try again. Gotta game it a little bit. I can't believe they turned down 10 grand. That's more than a year's salary in bonus. No. Yeah. That's more than a year's salary in bonus. Okay, back to Alex Zane here. Are you sure? There we go. Alex Zane, welcome to the Fireflies. Sheesh. Okay, managed stables. Transfer wrestler. No affiliation. Alex Zane, welcome to the Fireflies. Because everyone else in this group is dying. Luchasaurus and Darby Allin are dying. So we got 4 members of this group. And let's see. Okay, let's do a save quick as I write this down. And we got a new junior member. Fireflies accidentally now have 6 members, but with 2 of them inactive, that's not really going to come into play for another 6 months. So what I'm going to try to do in the meantime is, I guess, flesh out the other stables a little bit. At least get them to 5 and 5. 5, 5, and 5 in the next 3 months. Before I, because the goal is to, sometime during spring, up the size of our gym 1 more time. Okay. First, though, let's check merchandise. We sold out of everything. Perfect. Contracts were good. We didn't fire anybody. An event. We're booking an event. We're going back to America. America Urban? That's the one. Commercial, all that stuff. Yeah, got all that stuff we need. Okay. Another 10-match card, I would assume. Roman Reigns putting the belt on the line again. Let's find a contender and check everyone's status at the same time. Okay, Zeus is in poor condition. We should leave them off. Anybody else in poor condition? Doing well. Looking good. Scorpio Sky. I mean, obviously we're going to have a couple people that are hurt. Tony Storm. Doing poorly. Okay, Zeus and Storm. Everyone else looking good. I mean, obviously we got a couple injuries coming up. Yeah, 4-month injury there. Solo's doing okay. 5-month injury there. Brody Lee and Alex Zane are fine. Is that it? Okay. So just Zeus and Tony Storm. So let's give them a break. And we'll find somebody else to contend for this. Roman Reigns versus... I'm gonna leave the Demon Club completely alone for now because I got a match in mind for them. Who do I ever? The 4 active Fireflies as well. Okay, no affiliation. Let's look at all of these. Trying to keep people that have titles away from other people that have titles as much as I can. So it looks like, let's do Roman Reigns, Will Ospreay. Just dream matches, like matches you haven't seen before. You'll get them here in the GWA. Okay, now I want to do, this match is going to be insane. It's going to be an 8-person tag. We're going to put on one side of this equation the new signee, Alex Zane. With the purple hair. In there with Solo Darling, more purple. In there with Brody Lee. Oh, got some purple there. And Bray Wyatt, 0 purple. No purple, but that's okay. There. And they're gonna go against the entire Demon Club, starting with Penta El Cero M. Bronson Reed. And then I'm going to sort out who's left in terms of championship matches and stuff we can do. And the reason I'm going to put all 4 of these, or all 8 of these people together, is I'm going to do a 8-person elimination tag team match. This is going to be insane. Number 1, I'm going to turn I'm going to leave critical on low because that should always be a, just the risk of injury is always real. Cut play on, DQ count on as usual, outside off, tornado off, lumberjack off, elimination on, rope break on. So this is essentially a Royal Rumble match. to start us off. Okay, and then what we're going to do after that is fill the rest of this card with title matches as best we can. And then see who's left and go from there as well. As right here we'll put the tag team straps on the line. Against, let's see. Okay, these two are occupied. I don't want to do Dragon Dojo Industry again. We just had a tag team title match for that. Let's put two people together and see what we can come up with. Zeus we're leaving off. Cash Wheeler is probably a perennial. Or let's just do Tyler Bate and Mark Andrews. They haven't been active doing much in a long time. Mark Andrews in blue. Tyler Bate. Do you have an also blue to match or bluish? There you go. Welcome back, gentlemen. Enjoy your tag title shot. Okay, Scorpio Sky, the junior champ. Against everyone they can possibly contend against. Let's go Johnny Gargano. I mean, we're paying them a pretty penny to be here. Okay. Nope, can't do that one. Won't do that one. Brock's ready to roll. Who does Brock want? Or who wants Brock? So Shane Taylor getting in there with Brock? Let's do it, buddy. Shane Taylor has gotten in there with like the toughest of the tough and has done pretty well for themselves. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. Who's left? Daichi. Daichi against, yeah, let's do Daichi David Houston. Continue those faction warfares a bit. Okay, Daichi, Jack Howard. Similarly, we'll take on Walter. Got so excited they put wrist tape on. Okay, we can do three more. We got 3 more matches to fill here. Aha, we got 3 more champs. Naomichi Marufuji. Taken on, could be anybody. Marufuji. Xavier Woods is weird. Marufuji, Xavier Woods it is. Okay. Marufuji, Xavier Woods. Rey Mysterio. Samoa Joe. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Who's left for Mustafa Ali, though? Hang on. Daniel Bryan? Ooh. Ooh, or Kota Ibushi. Kota, Rey Mysterio, Kota Ibushi. And then the other championship match is Mustafa Ali for the Stardom Junior belt. Oh, it's a junior title. Dang. Only Tony Storm is available. Alright, not a title match. I mean, Kota and Rey is pretty cool. Let's remove that. Okay, let's just do probably a singles match. Who's left? Cash Wheeler, Samoa Joe, Mustafa Ali. I mean, I'm going to put them in here just because I'm assuming Samoa Joe can, I don't want to say make short work of Cash Wheeler, but this shouldn't take Joe, this shouldn't be too tough of a challenge for Samoa Joe, I don't think. Just a nice singles match as we have our faction warfare later. So let's just sort of use this to break up the action a little bit. So we start with this. Now let's try to build up these. Oh, we've sold the place out at least at $60 a pop, just with a singles match. And then we're doing all of our good belts. Not our good belts, but like all the GWA ones obviously are on display. Okay, I think we're good. Everyone's working. Sold the place out. Can I charge more? Ooh, hang on, what was that? 10,000. 10,000 people don't show up if I charge $20 more. That's fine. Which means there's 46,000 currently showing up if it goes down to 36. Neat, 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 neat. Everything else should be ready to roll. Okay, now that we booked our card, and I know that I sold the place out and got, hang on, maybe I can... Who's left to loan somewhere? Who doesn't hate us? Let's try New Japan. Ooh, I don't want to send them either of those people. I'll send you Daniel Bryan. Who wouldn't want Daniel Bryan coming in? Let's give it a whirl anyway. You guys are dummies. Trying to build a friendship here, so I can eventually give you back your New Japan title that I have. Anywho, management. Let's get our merchandise prepared. Okay, we got 40,000 people showing up. Half of them might want snacks. Goods. Let's do 10. T-shirt and towels, 5. Gotta spend money to make money. Photo collection, also 5. Then I'm gonna do 3 here. 3 DVD. 3 action figure. I'm only gonna do 1,000 masks because they're expensive and not a lot of people buy them. And they're not like medical masks or anything like that. They're like, I guess, Rey Mysterio masks or whatever. I guess we can put some Luchasaurus ones on clearance, but we don't have a lot of mask competitors. Pentas El Zero M, I guess. We have a handful, but not a ton. There's not a huge demand at the moment, at least. Perhaps if we get more popular in like Latin America, the demand for masks will go up. But just wanted to make sure I have everything available until we go ahead and finalize these decisions. A little bummed out that Nakamura quit, but you know, they weren't necessarily performing too great. Like their win-loss record wasn't too wonderful, and we were certainly giving them opportunity after opportunity. So that's kind of on them. So in light of another injury to to the Fireflies, Bray Wyatt has once again had to recruit a new member. Joining them is Alex Zane as they square off against the Demon Club in 4-on-4 Eliminator action. This is, for all intents and purposes, a Survivor Series match. Let's head down to the ring and see how this shakes out. I've never run one of these before in Fire Promoter. Let's see how this works. From what I remember, though, like if you get eliminated, you stay on the outside. Oh, look at this! Oh! Where on earth are we? Look at this fun arena. As now we see Penta El Zero M and the leader of the Fireflies, Bray Wyatt, scoring off. The captains of each of these teams kind of did us all a favor. As you can see, the lieutenants on the Demon Club side all wearing black and white, where Finn Balor, the leader, in red, black, and white. Similarly, in the Firefly corner, everyone not Bray Wyatt is wearing black and purple, where Bray Wyatt is wearing black and red. There you're able to distinguish between the leaders on either side. Mind you, this isn't a captain's fall match, so that doesn't necessarily play too heavily into how things may progress. This is an elimination 4-on-4 competition. For, at least as far as these two factions are concerned, faction supremacy amongst the Fireflies and Demon Club coming to a head here in the month of December. Quote unquote. Brody Lee now in there with Doc Gallows. Most of these combinations faced off last month in that 6-person tag team championship matchup that saw Darby Allin on the receiving end of a vicious 1916, injured now for 4 months at the hands of Finn Balor, sparking this bit of revenge match booking. And we are now in an 8-person elimination match. We will have one winner and hopefully settle the feud between these
5 minutes gone.
stables once and for all. Though I don't know how things are going to play out when the injured parties of the Fireflies eventually return to the roster. Remains to be seen. As you can see, what a large area around the ring we've established in light of the fact that there are no rules on the outside here. As you can see, Solo Darling unfortunately isolated in the corner of the Demon Club, being double and triple teamed, doing her best to fight her way out of that predicament. Meanwhile, in the ring, Alex Zane working on Bronson Reed. Brody Lee now trying to square off against Doc Gallows. Things breaking down as Bray Wyatt just watches on from the apron, laughing to himself as everyone, other competitors sort of entered the fray, but not Bray. Wild action here. I've lost track of who's legal. I think it's Solo Darling and ... No, now Bray Wyatt waited that whole time to be tagged in, and now both captains are legal. Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor looking to hook it up here. The Demon and the Fiend. Finn Balor getting the better of that strike battle. Bray Wyatt quick to shake it off. This fiendish form of Bray Wyatt, able to absorb an ungodly amount of punishment, as we have seen in matches past. Oh, a stuffed brainbuster there. Bray Wyatt quick to tag out to the newcomer here to the GWA, Alex Zane. Don't quite know much about them. Seem to apparently use a diving double foot stop as a finish. Perhaps recruited into the Fireflies specifically to mock Finn Balor. What's going on here? Speaking of double stomps in the corner, what a move from Alex Zane there. He'll be looking to hit what he calls, I have written down here, the taco driver. Don't quite know what that is. Hope I know it when I see it. Still to come at Alex Zane. As we said, a relative newcomer here. Don't quite know much about them. Eager to see what they can do in the ring here against Penta El Cero M, who displays Cero Miedo. Zero fear. Tagging me in. Big Doc Gallows coming to the ring to go one-on-one now with Mr. Brody Lee, the Exalted One, a member of Bray Wyatt's Fireflies. Reunited, and it feels so good. That can't feel good to Doc Gallows. A series of clotheslines and big boots, rocking the big man. Quick to send Brody Lee to the outside, and now things are starting to break down as everyone but Bray Wyatt once again involved in the fracas on the outside of the ring. The action too hot and heavy to call, as I see Brody Lee hit there with a package pile driver from Penta El Cero M. Heavy duty offense on the floor. Bronson Reed with a big powerbomb, and Alex Zane there. Brody Lee bringing a sledgehammer into the ring. Mr. Bigfoot's lost control of this one, I guarantee it. There are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor, so kind of powerless to do anything until the legal combatants get back in the ring. Bray Wyatt, it seems, just content to watch the carnage gleefully from their position on the apron. What an interesting strategy here. Guaranteeing that at least one member of his team doesn't get tuckered out during all this brawling. What a move! That must have been the taco driver. That was ridiculous. From Alex Zane to Finn Balor there. That had to have been it in a know it when you'll see it kind of way. That had to have been the taco driver. Mandible Claw! Bray Wyatt going for the Mandible Claw there to Bronson Reed, looking to put him away. Meanwhile, Solo Darling gets package pile driven from Penta El Cero M. Reed sent off the ropes. Big headbutt from Bray Wyatt now. Eats a powerbomb from Bronson Reed, but on the wrong side of the tracks. The Fireflies able to quickly break up that pin attempt on their leader. Bray with a suplex slam there to Bronson Reed. Both men slugging it out. Big suplex from Reed. Has a momentary advantage. Another big lariat there. Flips the man over. 1, 2. Bray Wyatt able to escape. May have had a bit of help there. Hard to tell with the cluster of what was going on there. Tags out to Brody Lee. Finn Balor gets tagged in. Yet to see an elimination so far in this no time limit contest. It is a 4-on-4 tag team eliminator matchup. Finn Balor just bouncing off the chest of Brody Lee there. Hits an implant DDT. Harder for Brody to shrug that off. Able to kick out of 2 though. Doctor Bomb from Mr. Brody Lee. A Mr. Bomb, perhaps. Clubbing clothesline to Finn Balor there. Finn unable to recover. Eats a DDT, eats a suplex. Now Brody Lee just trying to muscle him into the corner, punch at a time. Oh, big discus lariat. 1, 2, 3, he got him! Finn Balor, the first eliminated. The leader of the Demon Club is down. 4-on-3 now advantage for the Fireflies. Mr. Brody Lee immediately tagging in Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt thanking him for a job well done. Penta El Zero M, the legal man for Demon Club now. On the receiving end of another vicious headbutt from the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Now at a disadvantage is the Demon Club. Bray Wyatt going to work on Penta El Zero M. Trying to find some way to even things up in this contest as you see Finn Balor bewildered, bamboozled, complexed, aghast at being eliminated first in this contest. Package Piledriver coming up. Big pin attempt on the Fiend here. Solo Darling able to break it up though. That could have been it. Both captains could have been down just that quickly. As now, Bray Wyatt sent to the floor. I don't think Finn Balor is eligible to help in the brawling on the outside anymore as they've been eliminated from the match. I think that's how the AI works. So now even in brawling situations, an uneven advantage for the Fireflies, depending on how things shake out in and out of the ring. As you can see, Penta El Zero M having to contend with both Solo Darling and Brody Lee in the ring. Meanwhile, Alex Zane and Brody Lee fending off Doc Gallows and Bronson Reed on the floor. Finn Balor can do nothing but look on. If he gets involved at this point, a member of his team will be disqualified because he is no longer an eligible participant. Solo Darling and Bronson Reed now. New legal combatants. Interesting matchup here. Lots of leg strength surely to be on display amongst these two. First and foremost, though, a huge clothesline from Reed, followed up with a big elbow off the ropes. Spinning neckbreaker there from Solo Darling. Got him! Bronson Reed, pinned by Solo Darling. Surprised him with that swinging neckbreaker. Able to secure the 3 count. Big spear to Penta. Solo Darling feeling it now. Oh, gets her back cracked. Clutching at her neck. Penta showing no remorse. Trying to work Solo Darling back into the corner, but she locks on the sharp stinger. And that's it! Penta El Zero M taps. Solo Darling has just eliminated 2 members of the Demon Club. It's 4-on-1 now against Doc Gallows. My oh my, how this thing has developed. It seems that all the fight went on a Demon Club once Finn Balor was the first one eliminated. Falcon Arrow from Brody Lee. 2 count. As Doc Gallows is on his own here. What a situation he finds himself in now. I don't think anyone would have predicted this. As the Demon Club aghast on the ground, Doc Gallows is going to have to find a way not only to put down the legal opponent in the ring, but keep all other 3 members of the Fireflies away from each and every pin or submission attempt. First and foremost, though, he's got to contend with Big Brody Lee. Rolling clothesline from Mr. Brody Lee. Tags out to the captain of the Fireflies, the leader, Bray Wyatt, to try to put the finishing touches on Doc Gallows and put this match to bed. Big complete shot there out of Bray Wyatt. Be looking to lock in that mandible claw or hit him with that Sister Abigail. We know Doc Gallows will be looking for that gallows pole, but unless he can knock someone out with it, it's not going to do him a heck of a lot of good. Unless he's got a submission up his sleeve, he's going to have a hard time finding the time and space to get a 3 count when there are 3 partners on Bray Wyatt's side able to get in that ring and help him out. A decided disadvantage. 4-on-1 situation here for Doc Gallows. Bray Wyatt reveling in it. He and his Fireflies dominant here in this opening contest, to the surprise of many, including the Demon Club, most especially. Oh, a huge gut check there for Bray Wyatt, but Doc Gallows is unable to capitalize, as Bray is able to make tags at leisure, as Solo Darling is now in. As you can see, Doc Gallows suck and win. Big Gallows pull again, but too close to the ropes. Doc fighting for all he's worth. Solo taking her time and having fun with it. There's that spinning neckbreaker that put Bronson Reed away. And it does the same to Doc Gallows. Bray Wyatt content to let his lieutenants and underlings do the damage. Solo Darling eliminates 3 out of 4 competitors in 34 minutes even. Your decided victors, the Fireflies. What an interesting contest that was. It was very strange. Huh. I'm content. I would like to run some more of these though to see how they play out, because I don't think they're all going to go quite that one-sidedly. That was very, not the most dramatic match in the world, but very interesting. Very interesting. Coming up next, new GCW champion Naomichi Marufuji, winning the title last month in his home country of Japan, putting that belt on the line against Xavier Woods. How did Xavier Woods qualify for this particular championship match? He raised his hand. In the locker room, we have lots of champions and lots of challengers, and we're going to do our best to satisfy. This is very strange. I don't know why. I've done the 40,000 seat arena several times. I don't know why just this time, for whatever reason, it's the anniversary, or it's like the I don't know what it's called. It says at the top, like the top right, whatever it is. It's like the Arena del something or other. It's like their Mexican sort of Universo. There we go, Arena del Universo. It's like their sort of, this is what a Mexican promotion thing says. You heard a whistle instead of a bell there. It's very interesting that we're in a lucha center, but we're in America, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure we're in the same 40,000 seater we always are. Perhaps we've somehow unlocked the dome at some point, and this is a new upgraded version of this arena. Who knows? Who knows? I'm doing a disservice to both combatants in the ring. Xavier Woods, not the best win-loss record in the GWA, but certainly looking to make their mark as a singles competitor. Was primarily involved in the organization and creation of the 6-person tag team championship tournament that took place a couple of months ago. Really spearheaded the whole development of that, from the locker room to the management and the booking phase and so on. So props to Xavier Woods for helping introduce those new titles into the mix. Part of a widely popular 6-person faction for a number of years was Xavier Woods, so good on them for continuing the 6-man tag team love here in their GWA tenure. Now, of course, looking to become a singles champion. Here, though, of course, the spotlight shines all the brighter once you are a champion here in the GWA, and you have to start putting that belt on the line on a month-by-month basis, depending on how long your body can hold out. The more championship defenses, the higher your stock raises here in this company, and the higher the stock of the promotion itself raises, depending on the quality and integrity of the championship contests here in the GWA. As you see, a huge brainbuster there from Xavier Woods. Some big boy offense. Trying again. No, just a suplex this time. Marufuji with an earlier roll-up attempt was unsuccessful. You can see Xavier Woods trying to shift things into a higher gear now. Marufuji happy to oblige with that snap suplex. Up to the top goes Xavier Woods. There it is, the big back elbow. Rolls the man over. 1, 2. Barely 2. And that step up Enziguri fills the challenger there. Marufuji looking to get back on top. Eats a few palm strikes. Xavier Woods repositioning Marufuji now. Trying to set the champion up for something. Marufuji able to counter with a kick. A second super kick there sends Woods down. Able to work their way back to the center of the ring where Marufuji is dropped with a brainbuster. Off the ropes comes Woods, not off the woods comes ropes. Eat defeat. Soul food from Xavier Woods into the cover. 2. A solid 2 count there. Crowd wasn't buying it. Up top again with that big back elbow goes Woods. That's his finish. 1, 2. No. Almost puts Marufuji down though. I know he's hoping to hit that to the chest as opposed to the back and shoulder blades. Hang on here. German suplex almost surprises Woods. Another step up Enziguri. Up top goes Marufuji. Diving missile drop kick to the knee. Pinpoint accuracy from Naomichi Marufuji off the top. But Woods is up first with a vicious clothesline off the ropes. A big forearm strike sends Naomichi down. Both men now content to slug it out as Woods is trying to push the champ toward the center of the ring. Big discus clothesline, following it up now with a drop kick to the chest. What do you have in mind here? Certainly not being snap suplexed, but that's what happened. Reverses off the ropes. Rolls him up. 1, 2. Just a 2 count there, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Another step up Enziguri from Marufuji. Got him set up. Tiger driver, dead center. 2. No. Woods is out at 2.9. Marufuji wanted a 3-point yaw. Oh, a vicious chop. Super kick. Drops Xavier Woods now. Woods quick to recover though off the ropes with another drop kick. What resilience from both champion and challenger here. Back and forth they go. Woods now looking to hit one last elbow drop off the top. Oh, right between the shoulder blades that time. Rolls the man over. 1, 2. No, Marufuji out again. Up goes Woods. A 4th elbow. 1, 2, 3. Finally, Woods puts Marufuji down, and we've got a new champion. Xavier Woods with a bit of an upset here. Wearing Marufuji down with those back elbows in between the shoulder blades. And we have ourselves a new GCW champ. Taking full advantage of that title shot is Xavier Woods. What a somewhat surprising turn of events there. Bit of an upset, I would say. Let me just update my records as they happen this time, just to help myself keep better track of things. Okay, so the GCW belt, sayonara, goes to Xavier Woods. He's our new GCW champion. As I write this all sideways, so it looks weird, but that's okay. I've already saved, but because I looked away from the screen and back up at the screen, I need to save again because that's the way my brain works. Coming up next, here's another fun international dream match of sorts, as Rey Mysterio, the Stardom champion, is going to put their belt on the line against Kota Ibushi, who we last saw in the main event of last month's show, contending against Roman Reigns for the big belt, the GWA title. Now their consolation prize, trying to wrest the Stardom Championship from Rey Mysterio. Who wouldn't jump at the chance to go one-on-one with one of the greatest counter wrestlers, if not the greatest counter wrestler, likely in the history of the industry, in a Rey Mysterio Jr.? Likewise, why wouldn't Rey want to test themselves against one of the best in the game at the moment, a Kota Ibushi? Arguably at the top of their game, having, in real life, just won their second New Japan G1 Climax tournament in a row. So, how that translates to this Fire Pro match has yet to be seen. Up top here, big hurricane run off the top from Kota Ibushi. Looking to set Rey Mysterio up for an early fall in this one. That high-octane offense from Kota Ibushi. Rey Mysterio employs something of a similar style, though he may have slowed down a little bit in recent years. But more lets the opponent's fight come to him rather than taking it to the opponent, though that's changing as you can see him eager to trade blows there. Unfortunately, on the wrong side of things, Kota Ibushi is able to lock on that camel clutch. As we said, Rey's been developing a more aggressive style since signing with the GWA in order to compete with the level and variety of competition here. Oh, attempted the Golden Star Powerbomb. Gets rolled up, but just a no count, says Mr. Bigfoot. Not enough even for a 1. Rey Mysterio letting Kota know he is well aware of that powerbomb and how to counter it. Kota letting Rey know he's well aware of Rey's ability to roll him up, and he can get out of a pinning predicament if need be. Trying to establish the psychological game early in this championship contest. Of course, Rey Mysterio, proud Stardom champion. Kota Ibushi looking to become a title holder here in the GW once again. They arrived on the scene with the New Japan title, but unfortunately lost that in their first contest to Zeus and failed upwards into a shot against Roman Reigns. Oh my god, what a combo! Ending with that Pele kick to Rey Mysterio and then just a straight knockout shot from Kota Ibushi. Tried to end things off with a dragon suplex there, but Rey was having none of it. And now, as we said, the greatest counter wrestler possibly in the history of the industry going to work. Trying to build themselves back to an even playing field, but Kota Ibushi with authority and a second Pele kick, dropping Rey into the corner now. Setting Rey up near the ropes. Kota doesn't quite have him where he wants him, looking to reposition. Oh, another spinning Pele kick. The face of Rey Mysterio, who spikes him. That looked like a Frankensteiner to me. Kota's starting to feel it. Off the ropes he comes. Double stomp to the back of Mysterio. Oh, that vicious kick combination again. Off the ropes goes Rey. Met with a flipping drop kick. What athleticism from Kota Ibushi. Off the ropes again. Leg lariat to the face this time. Rey in all sorts of trouble. Up top goes Rey. Dives with a flipping senton. Driving all his weight into the midsection of the challenger Kota Ibushi. Trying his best to take the wind away from the younger man. Kota with that spin kick to the face may have knocked Rey out. A second one there. Kamagoye knee strike into the cover. 1, 2, 3. He knocked him out. the winner and new champion, Kota Ibushi, your new Stardom title holder. What a combination there. Those two kicks to the head into the Kamigoye knee strike. And we've got a new champ. Follow the bouncing belts here in the GWA as the GCW champion, or excuse me, yes, the GCW championship and now the Stardom championship have both changed hands. Wowzers. All right. Let's see. Kota. Not without gold for long is Kota Ibushi. You're now the Star Champ. Yay, you. Do. As I maneuver my... what's it called? Clipboard. All right. The title matches just keep on rolling. We have 8 of them tonight. And coming up next is our 3rd of 8 as Jack Howard, the Hollywood hunk, the leader of the industry, those that say they are the OG foundation and pillars of the GWA, puts his MLW championship on the line against hated rival from the Dragon Dojo stable, Walter. These two, I believe, have met before, and it was not pretty. This will not be for the faint at heart. Two meaty men, slapping meat, coming your way. Once again, the creature in charge of the action, Mr. Bigfoot, the senior referee here in the GWA. GWA, of course, the gnarly wrestling aisle. That's right, all 3 words starting with a silent letter. Bit of psychological move there from Jack Howard, going almost an immediate pin attempt. Walter having none of it. As you can see, look at the extra space we have here in the arena this evening for any sort of outside of the ring shenanigans. As a courtesy to the audience, we don't want anyone injured, and we've been having sort of a rash of injuries lately, so we're doing our best to make sure we can make things as safe as possible for as many people involved in our production as possible.
Give up.
And thank you all for being here. Jack Howard will be looking to hit that package pile driver, a weapon favored by a handful of competitors here in the GWA. Howard will be the first to tell you that he was using it long before anyone else showed up. And Walter, as we've said, not the flashiest wrestler in the world. A lot of suplexes, a lot of slams, a lot of slaps. He throws everything he has into everything he does Walter. Has a very vicious powerbomb with a folding pin. Reminiscent of Kawada. We need to be on the lookout for, as well as the Gojira clutch, which is akin to a rear naked choke with a body scissor. And just take your air from you. Now, obviously, bringing a chair into the ring. He had a 5 count there to drop it. You see, he got 1 successful shot in. Walter beginning to show some frustration, able to whip off that neck crank suplex there. Also flabbergasted by his decision to bring a chair into the ring so early into this contest. Normally not in part of Walter's playbook at all. Normally a very straightforward, traditional, proud wrestler is Walter. Oh, see there is on the receiving end of an elbow drop with his head placed on top of the chair there. Nowhere between steel and bone. But Walter's skull on that one. How he was able to get the powerbomb off, I will never know. But he got a 2 count on Howard with it. And he's looking to get more than that. As Howard, with that flipping butterfly with a bridge, gets a 2 on Walter. Things can end in a hurry either way. Both these men with incredible knockout power. Whether it's from a strike or whether it's from their offensive arsenals. As you see there, backdrop suplex almost doing the deed and putting Jack Howard away, but he lives to fight on. And proud defense of his MLW championship here against Walter. Stuffing the big man in the corner with some boots, gets a 2 count. Walter's content to take his time, catch his breath. before trying to continue the onslaught. Meanwhile, the champion has a fall-away slam and a brainbuster in Walter's future. But Walter's quick to pop back up after that. Not so quick after that spinebuster. Big pin! Almost puts him away there too. Walter's in trouble. TKO from the champ. Jack Howard's rolling now. 1, 2. Stronger kick out that time from Walter. Huge powerbomb. Folds him up, but he's too close to the ropes. Jack Howard's able to grab the bottom rope there and break up that pin attempt. Folds him over with a clothesline. Drops him with a chop. Another chop. Drops him again.
10 minutes down.
Walter with the heavy leather. Big powerbomb whip, and he pulls him away from the ropes this time. Oh, I thought he was going for the Godzilla clutch. Couldn't quite hold it. Big diving elbow there from Jack Howard. Not going to get a pin, but going to do a lot of damage coming off the top. Man that size. Tries that butterfly with the bridge again. Unfortunately, too close to the ropes, and Walter just stole his package pile driver. Walter with a package pile driver to Jack Howard. Follows it up with a huge powerbomb. Drags him away from the ropes. Howard up, though, before a pin can be made. Walter feeling it now. Appeals to the crowd. Waits for Howard to stand. What does he have in mind? Oh, a huge headbutt. He thinks he's got it here. Heck no, says Jack Howard with that package pile driver. Can't follow up with the pin. That's going to take some of the starch out of Walter. Nice flipping power slam off the ropes. Got him! Jack Howard successfully defends the MLW title. What a defense! Catching Walter with that flipping power slam into a pin off the ropes. Randy Orton couldn't have done any better than that. Beautifully executed by Jack Howard in retention of the MLW Championship. Nicely done. As he out-wrestles Walter. Whee! Yeah, 40,000 seat arena. I wonder why it's pretending that we're in the Mexican one then. It's weird. We're not even halfway through this card. As coming up next, we meet the halfway point as the NWA champion Daichi Hashimoto representing Dragon Dojo. Fighting once again against the industry, back-to-back Dragon Dojo industry matchups. In the contendership role, David Houston representing the industry, Daichi Hashimoto, our champion, representing Dragon Dojo. Let's head down to the ring for this one. David Houston, master of the roll-up, master of that angel's wings, a master of the multi-tiered moonsault. He hit it from the mat and off of every rope. All three of them. Daichi Hashimoto, as we pointed out earlier. Oh, as we see the angel's wings early from David Houston. Not messing around, and he never does. Getting surlier and surlier with each passing month is David Houston. One of the early staples of the GWA, an early proud junior champion here. Looking to prove not only is he the best junior wrestler on the roster, the best overall wrestler, pound for pound, best in the world. David Houston considers himself and has the opportunity to prove it each and every time they step into a GWA ring. In this particular instance, they're going to try to wrestle the National Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship of the World away from Daichi Hashimoto, son of New Japan legend Shinya Hashimoto. As I started to say earlier, Daichi will be looking for the move shared by he and his father, the dangerous DDT. You'll know it when you see it. Daichi will probably try to keep things on the ground more, be looking to hit combinations of kicks. As I said, David Houston will be looking for a counter roll-up. Has amazing capacity to absorb punishment and throws moonsaults like they're frisbees. For whatever that means. Big enziguri there from the challenger. David Houston with a flipping senton. Hashimoto shrugs it off and hits a buzzsaw kick. Into a cover here, hooks the leg. 2 count from Mr. Bigfoot. There it is, dangerous DDT on Houston. 1, 2, no! Houston kicks out, I thought that was it. Daishi Hashimoto trying to go home early here. Houston now, fighting for all he's worth, trying to shrug off the effects of that devastating, dangerous DDT. As Hashimoto with a big boot off the ropes there. Another running penalty kick. Just a 2 from Senor Sasquatch. Oh, head scissor counter into a power bomb. Another 2 count. David Houston in all sorts of trouble here as he's sent to the outside. Hashimoto off the top. Dives to the floor. Another knee to the face. Hashimoto laying it in thick here. Whips Houston into the corner. Crowd getting their money's worth. We may have backed them up a little bit from the ring, but that doesn't mean they're in any less danger, it seems, as the action spills out to the floor. Houston now firing from underneath. Hashimoto appraising the situation. Able to block that Irish whip attempt. Houston able to recover long enough to distract the champ with a few well-placed strikes. Big splash off the top there. Maybe a bit of diving headbutt, hard to tell from this angle. Hashimoto again able to shrug it off. Oh, another running kick to the chest of David Houston into the cover there. I thought they may have done it. Upper kick from David Houston. Up top he goes. Drop kick to the back of the head. Hashimoto again shrugs it off. Amazing resilience from the champion. Ability to process that amount of damage to that specific area in such a short amount of time. Off the ropes is sent Houston. Scissor kick from Daishi Hashimoto. Looking for that last knockout shot or to hit that dangerous DDT again. Houston hanging on for all they're worth here. Interestingly, going for the disqualification in the middle of the matchup. Hashimoto having none of it. Oh, Houston wins that strike exchange with a huge super kick. But Hashimoto's up and not even dazed. Fells Houston with another huge DDT. Oh, another meaty knee to the chest. And he knocked the man out. Daishi Hashimoto successfully defends the title here. All right. I wouldn't have rated it quite that highly, but the crowd apparently loved it. Bit of an ending, but no problem. Everyone had a great time. All right, so now this is our second of 2 non-title matches of the evening, as we just have a straight-up singles contest between Cash Wheeler and Samoa Joe, just to get him on the card, just to break things up a little bit. And then all the way to the end of the card, we got 4 more title matches after this. So this is kind of the, what would be a P-break match, I guess. Were you there live? But it's very important in terms of, let's say, title ranking. Or of some such. Not that either of these gentlemen wouldn't just contend for whatever title we happen to have, because we have no shortage of champions in the GWA, nor contenders to fight for them. Cash Wheeler will be looking for that back cracker or the lung blower or that figure 4 variation that they've been pulling out lately. And Samoa Joe, of course, known for the Coquina Clutch, the Muscle Buster, various ways he can get you to snap or tap the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Cash Wheeler, we describe his offensive style as tried and true. Tried and true. Red-blooded American wrestle styles. Is a Cash Wheeler. The Canyonero. Wrestling style. Joe, of course, content to take his time as well. Not going to be able to accuse either gentleman of being a sprinter in these contests. They are in for the long haul. Cash Wheeler looking to start opening things up here. Joe having none of it. Off the ropes goes Wheeler. Joe with a quick back elbow there. Neither man able to lengthen that advantage into a significant offensive combination yet. As you see, Joe may have started to open things up a little bit with that Uranagi, but Wheeler quickly back to their feet. Not after the second one, though. Joe is able to get a breather and then attend to a dizzied opponent. Off the ropes there into a Samoan drop. Wheeler again quickly back to his feet. Again, no titles on the line here, just a sense of pride and your share of the winner's purse. Oh, lung blower there from Cash Wheeler. 2. Almost surprised Joe there. Joe catches him off the ropes with a big power slam. Oh, that almost ended things. Trading some near falls now. Cash Wheeler looking to pour it on. Both men looking for that knockout shot. Big Samoan drop again off the ropes. Wheeler feeling the effects of that. Able to hit another lung blower though. Drags Joe away from the ropes. Got him in a pinning predicament. 2. Almost beats Joe again. To the outside it spills. Cash Wheeler, most recently a champion here in the GWA. Samoa Joe has been on the losing end of a handful of title shots to this point. Both men looking to earn better win-loss records in the next year of competition here in the GWA. The better you do, the more opportunities you get. So see Joe here unleashing with a vicious exploder suplex, trying to work Cash Wheeler slowly but surely back toward the ring. Cash is content to brawl on the floor. Manhattan drop from Joe, and Joe's turn to unload some fists. Both men now back into the ring. Short arm clothesline from Wheeler. Now back to square one. Both men trading blows. Joe getting the better of that with a clothesline. Takes his time. Manhattan drop. Chin breaker. European uppercut from Wheeler. Both these men so studied, so stoic. Not much is going to rattle them. Get them off their game plan for far too long. Just looking for that one big opening, and this could be it. Huge kick to the face by Joe. Big senton now to Wheeler. Joe looking for that combination of moves that's going to put the man down. And out. Thinks he may have him. Waits for him to stand. Cash Wheeler able to counter. Gets Joe dragged back to center. Into the corner now with Joe. Oh, Uranagi. Rolls into the cover, but too close to the ropes. Another Uranagi, again too close to the ropes. Joe content to catch his breath this time. Cash Wheeler up. Dazed. Trying to work Joe into the corner. Joe responds with another Uranagi to Wheeler. Both men down and out. Joe's up first. Atomic drop to Cash Wheeler. Oh, another big exploder from Joe. And maybe near for Cash Wheeler unless he can get back on track here. Big suplex to Joe there is going to buy him some time. Off the ropes again comes Joe. Oh, big boot to the mush. Another big senton drop. And another Uranagi. Joe suck and win, unable to put Wheeler away. Misses with a diving enziguri wildly. Wheeler's got a chance here. Joe's unable to catch his breath. But Wheeler also unable to do anything. Oh, Joe unable to run across the ring. Wheeler's time to shine if he can take advantage before Joe's able to catch his wind. Uranagi from Wheeler, stealing Joe's move. That may be the turning point here. No, Joe able to counter, whip him into the corner. Cut off of his win back in order to deliver that amazing combination, that jumping elbow into that snap suplex, but he's dropped with a punch to the face.
20 minutes gone.
20 minutes gone in this one. As you just heard, Cash Wheeler with a big clothesline and a swinging neck breaker now. It's got Joe reeling in the middle of the ring. Joe countered with the suplex. He's up and sucking wind. Again drops Wheeler with a suplex, trying to create some time and distance. Get a little room, get a little space. He's able to breathe. Nothing doing since Cash Wheeler thus far. As off the ropes he comes. Counters the back elbow with a big clothesline. Wheeler off the ropes again. Another clothesline. Back to square one as they're trading blows. Cash Wheeler able to hit a big combo in the corner, but Joe pops right back up. Just looking for that next knockout shot. That next big move on either side here could do it. Both men jockeying for it. So you can see counter for counter. Hold for hold, punch for punch, strike for strike. Trying to maneuver. Oh! What a counter enziguri there from Joe. But that took a lot out of the big man. Oh, another big exploder from Joe. German with a release. Wheeler's back up, but Joe's ready for him. Uranagi this time. Into the cover. 1, 2. No! Wheeler kicks out at 2. Back they are in the center of the ring. For all to see. Joe off the ropes. Another huge leg lariat. Flips the man over. Backdrop countered. Short arm clothesline from Cash Wheeler. Backdrop of his own. But Joe pops right back up. Drop toe from Cash Wheeler. Sent off the ropes. Eats a meaty clothesline from Samoa Joe. Trying to keep the action dead center away from the ropes are both competitors. Another exploder from Joe. Rolls him over. Oh, another STO off the ropes this time. Samoan drop for Wheeler. Joe is rolling now. A flurry of offense. Bring it on, says Joe. Misses. Lung blower. Lung blower from Cash Wheeler, but he doesn't have enough to make the pin. Another short arm clothesline. This might be all Wheeler has left, so he's going to shoot his shot. Again, dragging Joe back to the middle of the ring. Muscle Buster, dead center. Muscle Buster from Samoa Joe. Unable to capitalize, though. Wheeler's back up amazingly. Still fighting. Off the ropes he comes. Huge clothesline. Off the ropes again, a second one. Once again, trading blows. We're half an hour deep, folks. Cash Wheeler, a pair of suplexes. So Samoa Joe countering with a snap version of his own. Swinging neckbreaker now from Wheeler. Another one. A third. Into the cover now. 1, 2. No! Samoa Joe kicks out. 3 swinging neckbreakers in a row. Not enough to do the job. Lung blower from Cash Wheeler into the cover. 1, 2, 3. He got him. What a victory for Cash Wheeler. Hanging in there with Samoa Joe for over half an hour. No titles on the line. But a 96% match evaluation. But a 5-star performance in this non-title singles contest that no one was anticipating. They just went out there and stole the show. Man, oh man. And speaking of stealing the show, coming up next, the most dangerous champion in this league. The NXT Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar, has broken a neck and forced another competitor to quit so far as their reign as NXT champion continues. That's right, they broke Luchasaurus' neck. Shinsuke Nakamura faced him and then quit the league after. Couldn't hack it. So we find a competitor for Brock Lesnar that wants the smoke, so to speak. Shane Taylor going in there, putting their body on the line in pursuit of Brock Lesnar and the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Coming up imminently. As always, the senior official here, Mr. Bigfoot. Brock Lesnar, I don't have to tell you, known for the suplexes and that devastating F5. Shane Taylor has shown incredible amounts of courage, heart, tenacity, fortitude. Call it what you will. Whatever it is, Shane Taylor has demonstrated it in spades in their GWA career. Not always, or not often enough, on the winning side of things, as they would reckon, but what a start to their wrestling career here, and big things to come in the future for Shane Taylor. As early as tonight, depending on how this match goes, with the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. The NXT title on the line here. Oh, there's our first meaty suplex of the match, as Shane Taylor is thrown over the top to the floor by Brock with that released German. And you see Brock just dancing about it, but allowing Shane Taylor the time to get back into the ring. Had this match been going on for a bit longer, I don't know that Brock would have been that merciful. Both men slugging it out here. Shane Taylor, unable to withstand that final clothesline from Brock, as the champion establishing himself early. Big gut-wrench suplex there. Easily hoisting up the 300-pounder is Brock Lesnar. Ungodly strength has Brock. Shane Taylor here with a huge Baldo bomb. Just a one, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Trying to surprise Brock there with a quick pin attempt. Surprised he was able to get one. Oh dear. F5 just like that. 1, 2, no. Shane Taylor kicking out. But 6 minutes deep, and we just saw our first F5. And so the clock begins to tick for Shane Taylor. How much more can you take? Just bodily shoving Brock down to the mat there. To his credit, undaunted is Shane Taylor. Oh, might be daunted a little bit there by that throwing German. Once again thrown over the top to the floor. And once again, Brock allows Shane Taylor the time to get back in the ring. Just allowed himself a little bit of a breather there. Off the ropes comes Shane. Bowls over Brock. Don't know what he's expecting to happen, but Lesnar couldn't get any move off. Nothing happened for Brock Lesnar in that exchange. Oh, got a belly to belly that time. That may have been what he was looking for in the first place. And a throwing one. Suplexes in bunches now coming from Brock Lesnar. Starting to feel it once he gets warmed up. Shane Taylor fighting back to his feet, giving it all he's got. Hard to do against the suffocating offense of Brock Lesnar. Throwing Shane Taylor bodily across the ring.
10 minutes gone.
As we are 10 minutes deep into this contest. Another Baldo bomb here. 1, 2. Barely a 2 count. Says referee Mr. Bigfoot as Shane Taylor is exhausted from absorbing all that punishment and doing what he can to attack Brock. Brock, though, barely broken a sweat, it seems. Oh, that's his move! But Brock pops right back up and throws him with another belly-to-belly. I can do this all day, says Brock Lesnar. And again, for the third time in the matchup, throws him to the floor with a German. This time he pursues him to the floor. No rules, no countouts, no disqualifications outside of the ring of the GWA. As Brock is trying to follow up, but Shane Taylor is doing his best to avoid any further damage and get some time in trying to get their win back. Brock having none of it. Suplexing Shane Taylor to the mat on the floor here. And a second time, a more vicious backdrop drop suplex that time from the champion Brock. Shane Taylor trying to fight back here. Oh no, an F5 on the floor from Brock. But he pulls Shane Taylor immediately back to his feet, knowing full well he can't win the match out there. Now allowing Shane to get back inside. And Brock is going to be more than happy to put him away once and for all, unless Shane Taylor has something to say about it. Another Baldo bomb. Too close to the ropes this time. No, he's not. Another 2 count. And Brock pops up and says, I can still do this all day. Huge clothesline from Shane Taylor. Turns Brock Lesnar inside out. Off the ropes he goes. Bowls Brock over. Shane Taylor riding a little momentum now. Another vicious clothesline flips him inside out into the cover. 1, 2. Just 2. Brock back on track with a huge belly to belly. Both men looking to slug it out now. Shane Taylor, Brock Lesnar trading hands. Shane Taylor with a clothesline. Brock quickly with a backdrop suplex. Taylor shrugs it off and suplexes Brock. Again, bodily shoving him down to the mat. Huge powerbomb from Lesnar to Shane Taylor. Doing everything he can to halt the momentum of the challenger. Side slam from Shane Taylor. Still feeling it. The flame still burns in Shane Taylor. Brock with another backdrop. Clubbing blow this time. Off the ropes goes Shane. Double noggin knocker sends both men down. Both men up at the same time. Shane Taylor into the cover. 1, 2, no. Another Baldo bomb. 1, 2, no. Shane Taylor giving everything he has. Brock hanging on by a thread here. Another big driver. 1, 2, 3. Shane Taylor has pinned Brock Lesnar. We have a new NXT champion. What a victory for Shane Taylor. Oh, Taylor Made it's called. Awesome. Taylor Made is pay dirt for Shane Taylor as he captures the NXT crown from Brock Lesnar. Wowzers. What a matchup in a 5-star contest. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's take a look here. Brock Lesnar has just lost the NXT title. Holy crap. Was not expecting that to happen for a little while. But very happy for Shane Taylor. Where are you, buddy? There you are. The NXT champion. Wowzers. Alright, let's make sure I super duper save that. As coming up next, the 3 big belts are going to be on the line, starting with the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship, as champion Scorpio Sky is going to defend against, representing Dragon Dojo, Johnny Gargano. 3 matches to go. Hopefully the crowd of 40,000 plus not exhausted. It still has some energy left. Gargano sporting his Iron Man tights. Here, hoping to prove the Iron Man of the Dragon Dojo. Consistently putting on the best and most successful performances in his stable. A title he is probably the only one in the locker room talking about, but if it's important to Johnny, you just tend to humor him. Scorpio Sky winning the GWA Junior Championship from Rey Mysterio in what was considered at the time something of an upset. Scorpio has since set out to prove it was not a fluke. Been successful so far in their defense against Solo Darling last month, I believe. See how they fare against Johnny Gargano. Here to end our 3rd year of competition here in the GWA. We couldn't be happier to have you amongst the 40,000 strong here in attendance. And Scorpio Sky and Johnny Gargano trading some early opportunities, not resulting in much more than a 1 count. Drag back to the middle of the ring for a pin attempt as you see another 1 count there. The early feeling out process of this matchup. Both competitors looking to establish and maintain a distinct offensive advantage. They can further wear down their opponent before they get worn down, either through being on the receiving end of moves or performing your own. So they have enough gas in the tank to put their opponent away before they themselves succumb to a signature or specialized maneuver. Scorpio Sky is going to be looking for that TKO, and Gargano, of course, will be looking to lock on that Gargano escape. As we see here, Gargano into that Gargano escape early, wrenching that shoulder back. Back in the single arm, straight back into the Gargano escape. Once he has the opportunity to lock it on, he is rather tenacious with its application. Getting a bit of a breather here. Kind of showing the champion I can take you out at any time. Scorpio Sky not to be outdone, submission-wise, with that vicious camel clutch dragon sleeper. Gargano feeling it here, though. And there's his big praying super kick. Almost knocking Scorpio Sky out. Gut check time for Johnny Gargano. 1, 2. Couple of near falls there. Trading back and forth. Now we've assured Johnny Gargano that none of the parts of the ring are to be removed at any point, so don't expect to see him tearing up the canvas in this one. Super kick into a figure 4 variation from Gargano there. Looks to have an ankle lock. Scorpio Sky able to break the hold with a well-placed punch to the side of the leg. Charlie horsed him and got him to release it. Cutter counter from Scorpio Sky there. Gargano's up for another kneeling super kick into the cover. 2, 3. Scorpio Sky never really got out of the gate of that one. And Johnny Gargano, once again atop the junior division mountain, capturing the GWA junior heavyweight title. And a bit of a snoozer. Good, not gonna lie. Bit of a snoozer. Yeah, didn't even crack 80. Bit of a snoozer. But that brings some more gold back to the Dragon Dojo, as Johnny Gargano, fresh off losing the tag titles last month, has now returned the GWA Junior title to the Dragon Dojo. All right. We have ourselves a new champion, as we so often do. See, we're going to go in a bit of overtime here for the stream today. That's always nice to do, as we have 2 matches that we have yet to contend. First up, for the GWA Openweight Tag Team Championships, Mark Andrews and Tyler Bate are teaming up to take on our champions representing the industry, Matt Robinson and Thomas Walker. Now, surprisingly, Thomas Walker and Matt Robinson were able to win these belts cleanly in the title match last month. Thomas Walker, I'm looking at you, didn't use a fork or anything. We'll see if they keep to such clean tactics in defense of the championship belts this evening. So we start off here with Mark Andrews, a master of the shooting star press, up against Matt Robinson, who loves to use that Northern Lights roll through into the armbar. A favorite. He'll be looking, of course, Matt Robinson, to hit that pedigree to devastating effect. In fact, at one point in his career, it injured his tag team partner this evening, Thomas Walker, and put him on the shelf for a number of months, long before the two of them formed a bond of mutual respect and decided to join the industry. So, bit history there on these somewhat strange bedfellows, though proud stablemates in Thomas Walker and Matt Robinson. See Thomas Walker now tagged into the matchup for the first time. As we've said, and here it is, it didn't take long. As soon as they get a chance, they'll bust out that fork. They didn't use it in winning the belts, but they were quick to pull it out in defense of the titles, as Mandrews has been busted wide open in the early going of this one. We'll see how they respond to that level of blood loss. There is, of course, a 5 count in the ring for disqualifications, so Mr. Bigfoot needs to do a better job of finding where Thomas Walker is hiding these forks, I gotta tell you. Tyler Bate, the non-bleeding challenger in the matchup currently. Matching up against Matt Robinson here as he sets him up for an airplane spin.
5 minutes gone.
Give up.
Matt Robinson back into that rolling armbar. Tyler Bate quickly able to escape. A little too early in the contest to get something like that over on Tyler Bate. Skilled technician in the ring. As you saw Thomas Walker jumping for a pay dirt there. Interesting that they're tagging Mark Andrews back in the ring. It looks like they're still bleeding. But they are eager to once again return to the contest and perhaps avenge the fact they've been busted wide open at the hands of that devilish competitor, Thomas Walker, who now goes to work on the face there. You can see forearm shots to the face. More of the blood running into the eyes of Mark Andrews, the chin breaker again, causing more blood to run into the eyes. The blood-based offense of Thomas Walker working to great effect thus far in this contest. As Thomas Walker now quick to tag out to Matt Robinson, hitting a double team powerbomb and double stomping, just squeezing the blood out of Mark Andrews now as he misses with a vicious diving elbow, allowing Andrews to tag out to Tyler Bate. Dragging Robinson away from the ropes is Bate now. And quickly making an exchange on the challenger side. Oh, Shigeroshi there by Thomas Walker. Got him on the right side of the tracks as Tyler Bate, Mark Andrews looks on. Tyler Bate in the pinning predicament. Only a 1 count though. Tyler Bate now knows that he has his team at a disadvantage based on the injury to Mark Andrews on the apron. You can see
10 minutes.
doing their best to hang with and fight on even ground with the champions in a limited 2-on-2 capacity, more of a 2-on-1 situation at times. As you can see, Mark Andrews not 100% even if they do get tagged into the matchup here, as they're summarily dropped. And Walker is able to tag Matt Robinson. Seems like the two have elected to trade off here. Mark Andrews and Matt Robinson pairing off, as well as Thomas Walker. Tyler Bate, what a counter there, but unfortunately wrong side of the ring for Mark Andrews as he only gets a 1 count on that sunset flip powerbomb counter. Able to get some distance there and take out to Tyler Bate though. It's Bate and Walker now, your legal competitors. And now Walker just choking the man again. He has till 5, but no one abuses the rules quite like Thomas Walker here in the GWA. Oh, got him with pay dirt there. Pulled him in midair, but gets rolled up. 1! Just a 1 count to Thomas Walker. Champion still firmly in control of this one. As Walker leisurely makes his way back to his corner and tags in Matt Robinson. Rolled through again on the armbar. A little bit too close to the ropes though. Tyler Bate able to hook his boots over the ropes, get that hold broken. Matt Robinson says that is it. Got something in mind to put Tyler Bate down. Might have been that kick to the face. Hooked him around with a kick to the face there. Kitchen sink knee to the midsection. Tyler Bate counters. Has to take a moment to get back up though, and Matt Robinson able to reestablish control. Tyler Bate fighting back though. Looks like Matt Robinson and Tyler Bate both have had enough, tagging out to their respective partners. Now Thomas Walker and Mark Andrews. As you can see, Mark Andrews still bleeding heavily. Has been doing so for 12 minutes now. Gets rolled up by Thomas Walker, but wrong side of the ring for the champions. As Tyler Bate easily breaks that pin attempt. Stuck on the ring though for a moment, as Mark Andrews is able to easily be dragged to the champion's side here. Knee in the corner from Andrews. Still a lot of fight left in the young man, much to their credit. Head scissor takeover there to Thomas Walker. Shin crusher. Unfortunately, every blow to the head and neck area is that much more devastating when you bear in mind the open wound on Mark Andrews right now. As Matt Robinson just laying those kicks in. Smartly done by Mark Andrews there with a shooting star. Pulls him into his corner, shooting star. Tyler Bate running interference, 2.9, almost got the job done. What a brilliant flash of life there from the challengers. Mark Andrews able to get the best of that strike exchange. Matt Robinson distracted, doesn't know Tyler Bate's a legal man. Gets taken out with the European uppercut. Challengers now looking to press the advantage. Robinson looking to tag out. Able to do so. Here comes Thomas Walker now. Walker and Tyler Bate are your legal fighters. Pater. Tyler Bate missed wildly. Thomas Walker did not. Pater, 450 splash. Dragging him back to his feet. Off the ropes comes Walker. Diving European uppercut there. Tyler Bate says bring it on. And gets rolled up for his troubles. Mark Andrews, though, able to help him out. Break it up at 2 and plant Matt Robinson with a poison Rana. Meanwhile in the ring, Tyler Bate once again rolled up. Mark Andrews once again able to break that pin attempt and deliver a devastating maneuver to Matt Robinson. Amazing teamwork by the non-legal combatants on the challenging side. Butterfly suplex set up for the shooting star press, but too close to the ropes. Thomas Walker desperate to make a tag now, and he does so. Matt Robinson in for the championship squad. Mark Andrews acquitting themselves admirably despite the open wound. Here comes Robinson off the ropes. Big knee to the face. A second one. Just splattering Mark Andrews all over the mat. Discus punch there from Matt Robinson. As we said, yet to hit that vicious pedigree he has in his arsenal. Andrews not going to give him the chance. Snap suplex there. Another discus punch combo. Drop toe from Mark Andrews. Keeping things alive. Can't quite get the timing on the head scissors. Both men bump noggins and fall down. Got it that time. Front drop kick from Mark Andrews. Elects to press the fight instead of tagging out. Around and around we go. What a head scissor takeover that was. Allows Thomas Walker to be tagged in, but also Tyler Bate allowed to be made the fresh man for the challenger squad. Tyler Bate thinks this is it. Sister Abigail from Thomas Walker, though. Holding him for Matt Robinson. Big clothesline. We're setting up some double team maneuvers. Luckily, Mr. Bigfoot able to get control of things rather quickly. Tyler Bate with a huge brainbuster there to Thomas Walker. As we're approaching the 26-minute mark. Deadlift German from Tyler Bate. Thomas Walker pops back up and gets met with an airplane spin. Too close to the ropes though, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Up top goes Bate. 450 splash onto the back of Walker. Too close to the ropes with that pin attempt. Ushigoroshi to Tyler Bate. Walker smartly pulls him away from the ropes. Got him in the proper corner. 1, 2, 3. The Ushigoroshi does the trick to Tyler Bate. And the Industries, Matt Robinson and Thomas Walker retain the Tag Team Championship gold. What a contest. What a spirited fight out of Mark Andrews and Tyler Bate. Surely they'll earn another tag team title shot sooner rather than later. A lot of heart shown, especially after the injury. But unfortunately, the challengers fall to the champions in our semi-main event. And coming up next, in front of 40,000 strong, our reigning and defending GWA heavyweight champion of the world, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, is going to meet the challenge of the assassin Will Ospreay. No longer just the aerial assassin. The assassin, Will Ospreay. What an interesting contest this may shake out to be. As always, the senior official here in the gnarly wrestling aisle, Mr. Bigfoot. That sassy Sasquatch. And we are underway in our main event of the evening. It's all come down to this for the biggest prize in the GWA. Roman Reigns has been establishing themselves as a dominant champion in their defenses thus far. I think they're on defense number 3 or 4. I want to say 4. Is this against Will Ospreay? Will Ospreay hasn't tasted this gold in the GWA, has held titles here and there, but has yet to be crowned the champion here in the GWA. We'll see how it shakes out for them. Roman Reigns looking to make it difficult with those exploder suplexes and that single leg of crabs. Not a silly strategy attacking the legs of Will Ospreay. Really sound reasoning there from Roman Reigns. Take out Ospreay's legs, there goes 90% of his fantastical offense. Physics defying at times is Will Ospreay. But not if you can't get his legs underneath him. Even if you Charlie horse him up a bit. Off the ropes goes Reigns now. Quick arm whip. Ospreay content to slow things down. Try and get feeling back in those legs early before they fight back to a sort of an even playing field. Spear off the ropes early from Reigns. 2 count from referee Mr. Bigfoot. Caught Ospreay napping. Just chased him down with that spear. Doesn't seem to have affected his game plan any. Here's Will Ospreay doing his best not to get dropped on his head as he eats a big gut wrench there. And this sort of sit over Rings of Saturn, I call it. Definitely not the most comfortable armbar he could be in. Not that they're supposed to be comfortable. Big Superman punch from Reigns there. Waiting for Ospreay to stand. And dodges a big spear. Roman Reigns looking to go home early. Once again looking to hit Will Ospreay with a spear, but no, Ospreay calmly dodges out of the way. Sends Roman off the ropes this time. Reigns eats a boot to the chest. DDT from the champ there. They don't do a ton, but what they do quite well. Standing spear that time. Not quite the oomph on it. He would get off the ropes or out of the corner, but enough to keep the advantage firmly in the camp of Roman Reigns as he hits another exploder there. Ospreay yet to get out of the starting gates here. We're almost 10 minutes deep. Ospreay in a bit of trouble to this point. Shooting star press. Too close to the ropes, I thought. May have been the start of the path. Back into this fight. Huge! Phenomenal forearm springboarding into the ring is Will Ospreay. Roman Reigns, though, absorbs it and hits a big spine buster. It's going to take more than that to disrupt the flow of the champion. Poison Rana from Ospreay. Now we're getting somewhere. Dropping the big guy on his head. Buzzsaw kick. Back to the face again. Attacking the head and neck. It's Will Ospreay into the cutter. Cutter out of the corner for Will Ospreay to Roman Reigns. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, just a 2. 2 count there for Will Ospreay. Big Samoan drop from Reigns. Into a cover of his own, but too close to the ropes as Will. Misses a big clothesline in the corner. Content to trade blows are Ospreay and Reigns. Big clothesline from Reigns gets the better of Ospreay there, but the challenger's up first. Straight left hand. Off the ropes comes Ospreay. Trouble in Paradise to Reigns. 1, 2. No, almost knocked him out. Off the ropes again. Superman punch. Reigns is waiting, sizing him up. Big spinebuster again to Ospreay. Stormbreaker to Roman Reigns from Will Ospreay. Into the pin, hooks the leg. 2, no. Another spinebuster by Reigns. Off the ropes comes Ospreay. Space flying tiger drop now to Roman Reigns on the floor. Can't win the belt out there, kid. Get him back inside. Ospreay giving it everything he's got. Roman Reigns trying to hang on. Thought he had it well in hand for the first 10 minutes of this contest. Different story the last 5 as Ospreay's been pouring it on and pouring it on. Both men bringing the fight. There are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor here in the GWA. As you can see here, Roman Reigns brings out a chair, just sort of teases Ospreay with it, and then rolls back into the ring. Could have blasted you with a chair, he says. Super kick from Ospreay. Another springboard. Forearm to the face of Roman Reigns. Reigns is up first, though. Ospreay says this is it. Super kick. Drags him away from the ropes. Another kick to the face. Reigns drops him with a punch. Gets rolled up. 1, 2, no. Reigns kicks out. Double underhook belly to belly. Stormbreaker again to Reigns. Stormbreaker again to Reigns. Ospreay into the cover. 1, 2, no. Roman Reigns kicks out again. He says this is it. Maneuvering Ospreay back to the middle of the ring. Ospreay fighting back now with an enziguri. Off the ropes goes Ospreay. Front flip DDT, but Roman pops right back up. Belly to belly into the corner to Ospreay. What resilience from the champion. Standing Spanish fly from Ospreay right off the ropes. Got her in the corner. 1, 2, no! Reigns kicks out again. Ospreay with a super kick. Up top. Springboard. Forearm to the back of the head. Rolls him over. 1, 2. No. Roman kicks out again. Another super kick. Ospreay's fighting for all he's worth. It's now or never. Roman Reigns gets a little time and distance with that belly to belly. Muscles Ospreay back down with those strikes. Huge suplex. Trying to disrupt the momentum of the challenger is Roman Reigns. Ospreay's still feeling it though. Huge spinebuster from Roman. Off the ropes. Superman dodged. Super kick from Ospreay. Got him trapped in a weird corner though. Stormbreaker blocked. Roman Reigns dumps Ospreay to the outside. What action we're seeing here, and all for the GWA Heavyweight Championship title. That's what it means to both men. Poison run on the floor from Ospreay. It's got to get him back in the ring though. The champion is reeling. No, he counters with another spine buster. Another spine buster. Roman Reigns fighting on instinct here on the floor. Ospreay with a storm cutter. He's got to get him back inside. Reigns fighting him off again. Back in the ring goes Roman Reigns. Only momentarily, though. What's Ospreay got in mind? Ospreay back into the middle of the ring. Knows his chance to win or lose the belt only happens if he's in the center of the ring. Flipping dropkick blocked by Roman. Just absorbs it. Another hooking. Double underhook. Belly to belly into the corner to Will Ospreay from Roman Reigns. Duck that mountain bomb attempt. Ospreay into the corner now with a big forearm shot. Got Roman off the ropes. Front flip DDT from Ospreay. Into the cover. 2. No. Roman kicks out again. Back and forth they go. Slugging it out here. Roman Reigns with a huge clothesline. Gets the advantage there. Gets rolled up though. 1, 2. No, Roman kicks out again. Another belly to belly from Reigns. He's got Ospreay up. Super kick from Ospreay. Off the ropes. Big boot to the face. Ospreay feeling it now. Avoids a suplex. Off the ropes comes Reigns. Spear to Ospreay. Ospreay pops right back up. Ospreay off the ropes. Front flip DDT. Roman Reigns clutching the neck. 1, 2. No, Roman Reigns out again. As we approach the 30-minute mark, what's it going to take for either man to win this contest? Splash Mountain from Reigns. 2 count.
13 minutes gone.
Off the ropes. Hits the referee. Mr. Bigfoot is down. Off the ropes again goes Reigns. Both competitors down. Luckily, the referee recovers. Another Splash Mountain in the corner from Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. He got him. I don't know. He may have been holding on to the bottom rope with the fist that was farthest away from the referee there. Referee's vision obscured by the blood that was running into it. But Roman Reigns able to hold on to that Splash Mountain, crucifix jumping bomb into a pin and retain the GWA Heavyweight Championship of the world in what was a perfect match. Holy moly. What a way to end the show. Okay. I mean, other than the Scorpio Sky match, the last half of this card was in the 90s and above. Roman Reigns is hurt for 2 months. Oh man, there goes our champ. Okay, so Luch is out for 4 months. Darby's out for 3 more months. Roman is out for 2 months. Really? So in the time that Roman is gone, other championships can be featured. Here's all our good news. I can't believe Shane Taylor beat Brock Lesnar. That was awesome. In front of almost 45,000 strong. Woo! Okay, anything else exciting? Vincent Marseglia has won the ROH Junior belt. Jimmy Conda is the Dragon Gate Junior champ. Allison Kay, I guess, won the NWA Junior belt. Davey and Warner. I don't know who those mean. Mance Warner, maybe? And Davey Boy Smith? I don't know. Woo! Made a cool $2.25 million out of that one. Nothing happened. Well, that's good. Okay, let's get our end of year review. Yeah. Let's see where we are in the. Okay, so overall we made $15 million this year. That's pretty good. We are number 2 in ranking. Wow. Okay, overall number 2. In popularity, only 13. In terms of wrestling talent, the best in the world. In terms of the gymnasium and equipment that we have for our wrestlers, the best in the world. According to assets, 3rd. Title belts, 2nd to the WWE, who barely have any, by the way. They just kind of have their own. Wow. 3 years deep, and we are 2nd. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, so close. I guess we make up for the prestige of their handful of belts by just having a crap load of them. Anyway, really cool, really cool, really cool. Good to know. Thank you very much. Number 2. Look at that. Okay, we can look at assets. Yeah. Well, we're still 3rd in assets, but we're getting there. Really good spike in years 2 and 3. Look at that. 1 to 2 is not bad, but 2 to 3, look at that curve go. What's this? Title belt transition? Okay, so everyone starts at number 1, and then at the end of the first year, our title belt situation was dead last. And in year 2 to 3, man oh man, have we ever done a lot. Ranking from 12th to 2nd, it looks like. Popularity still 13th. Really, still consistently. Are we like a hidden gem somehow? We have the best wrestling talent in the world. We have the best gym in the world. We don't have the best assets. That's cool. We're growing slowly but surely. Let's keep the momentum. Ready to get back to work? Well, we're ready to at least pretend for a second here. January management start. Yay, 2nd place. Let's set our sights even higher than last year. Yep. Only. Okay, Ibushi, what's going on? Sure. Shane Taylor, Doc Gallows, Walter, Solo Darling. Please decide the sponsor contract for the new fiscal year. Oh dear, we got a lot of work to do here. Okay, what do we got? Kind of 1,000, eh? So Gemma Martin's and Tourism are still here. I got to do a new main one, and then a new Burning Hammer energy drink. That's cool. We already did Moscato Dorado. King's Play, sports brand popular with the young people. Sure, it's just for a year. And let's do Burning Hammer. 2 years though? Let's do Moscato Dorado again. There you go. Oh, our main sponsor is still this. Okay, we just had to do 2 more minor ones. Oh, we lost Thick Rick. Oh well. And we lost the, what else did we lose? No, we kept Jumbo Mart. Oh, we lost the other sports, Inspiration Sportswear. Okay. Okay, let me save this quick. Before I do most things, I like to save quick. Consultations. Solo Darling, I know, was one of them. Shane Taylor was one. Absolutely. The way we're, like, we're getting you for a steal, currently. So, who else was here? Coda already did. Walter was one of them for sure. Here you go. I just give him the maximum raise to keep him happy. Solo Darling was another one. Hi, there you go. No problem. And Doc Gallows. There you go. Everybody be happy. Okay, let me save that after I've taken care of that part of it. Let me do my training center management quick. I can get this stuff done early and off, like as soon as I can, so that I don't worry about it. I don't put it off. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't forget about doing it, because if you forget about doing it for too long, it's going to hurt your wrestlers. They're not going to be able to perform as well or as often. They're not going to recover as quickly, etc., etc., etc. So I pride myself on the best facilities in the world for my wrestlers. Okay, now, oh boy, records and help. Let's do wrestler stats. Okay, so we got some beat up fools now for sure. Roman Reigns, hospitalized for 2 months. That's fine. Take your time. Who else do we got? Luchasaurus. 4 more months here, and then Darby Allin for 3 months. So we are going to go ahead and do our best to accommodate them as best we can. Okay. So, no GWA heavyweight title matches for a couple months. That's interesting. But we will, we'll look into all of that next week. In terms of the GWA action. For now, though, I'm going to say that's going to be all for me for today. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody out there chill vibes, and for the moment, non-contact high fives. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. I'm going to be back Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern to help our buddy Nim get through those spooky Tanglewoods once and for all. But until then, TTFN. Let's see if we can find somebody to spread some love to before we get out of here. And there we go. Let's go say hi to Dork Chop. All right. Thanks very much for hanging out, everybody. And if I don't see you again, thanks for spending the time with me you did. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.